Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that. Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Welcome everyone. Welcome back to the coach's desk. Yeah, with your host, Coach Minzy. Yeah, man. Trusting everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing all right. Yeah. Of course, it's the second night of the triple treat, and indeed, talking about triple treat, we got a triple treat today from the ladies in Tokyo, and we appreciate it. We love it. Yeah, and definitely we want to say congratulations to the girls. Congratulations to the various camps that they are aligned to. Yeah, man, it's a big thing for the nation, for the country. Big up yourself, Fresh God. Yeah, man. So, um, it was an amazing morning. Yeah. We enjoy what the ladies did. And of course, we are hoping for the men to do something, that will actually have us smiling as well and talking. So, welcome to the persons on Facebook. Welcome to everyone. Of course, you know the golden rule. You have to like up the stream. Yeah, that's the golden rule. You have to like up the stream. Like up the stream, people. Like up the stream. Share the stream. And if you're new around here, please remember to what? Please remember to what? Subscribe to the channel. I must say, big up to the persons who have subscribed, the new people. They want big up on yourself. We are like 9,000 subscribers now. On our road to 10,000 Fresh God. Yeah, man. Last time I checked, let me check. Let me check for 9.1. 9.1. Yeah? So people, 900 more people we need to have on here to subscribe to the channel, and we will reach that 10,000 mark. Yeah? That 10,000 mark. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, people. So, our aim by mid-August, we want to reach that 10,000. Yeah, man. So, people, just remember to tell a friend about the coach's desk. Yeah? And after we have unlocked that 10,000 mark, we're just going to be doing great things. You know what I mean? Big up to the persons who are on this morning, 1.7K was on this morning watching. Can you believe it, people? A little channel started just over a year ago, and we're doing so well. I must give thanks to the supporters and the persons who continue to share the word of this channel. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself, people. Really appreciate it. Yeah, man. We expect great things in the near future for this channel. All right. So, yeah, man. So, let let's give you a little update on what's happening. Of course, everybody know that Leon Bailey has agreed terms with Aston Villa. You understand that definitely he will be doing a medical, if not today, if not over this weekend, the early part of next week. So, I mean, things are going pretty well. We're going to be elaborating on that. And we're just going to bask in the 1, 2, 3. Easy like that. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. And people, if you don't know, breaking news. Elaine Thompson has broken Flojo's record. Yes. One record has been erased. And that's the Olympic record. She's actually the fastest woman alive. Elaine Thompson. Shelley and Fraser held that crown for a few weeks. But now it is Elaine Thompson who's wearing that cape right now. Yeah? So big up on herself. Big up the ladies. They did well. The baller over there in Slovenia, Kaim Paris, leading goal scorer. The man had a brace today. That youngster is doing pretty well. We'll be talking about him in for a little bit. Because trust me, that you deserve a full opportunity now. He has been in the squad before, yeah? So I'm not saying that he has not gotten any chance. But yeah, World Cup qualifiers coming up. And he has been doing exceptionally well. So also Kemar Roof. Yeah, man. Kemar Roof hit the bag as well in his team's preseason game. Yeah, man. That's Kemar Roof. Excellent striker, one that we'd need. Yeah, man. A matter of fact, it is the beginning of the Scottish Premier League. Yes. And they have started the defense of their title with a 3-0 victory over Livingston. So the man them start with them leave off, you know. And that's a good look for them there. So let's see what will happen there in yeah, man. Let's see what will happen there for the man, the striker, Kemar Roof. Will we see him in the Jamaican color in short order? Let's hope so, because definitely we want to see him in the national colors. All right. So let's jump into the comment section. That's pretty much it. The Leon Bailey talk is the big talk of the town right now. The 1, 2, 3 is the big talk of the town right now. Trust me, everywhere where you go, Jamaica doing them thing. Leon Bailey is the first, well, separate and apart from Ryan Sterling, or there's Ryan Sterling. We understand that Nathan Ferguson is a born Jamaican. So we would have 3 born Jamaican who were born in Jamaica. They're actually playing in the Premier League. So that's a big thing. Hey, everything we in, I know. Everything we in, trust me. So that's a big move. The ladies them turn up the thing to them, man. Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. I mean, I tell you, history again. When you come on to these things, man, you really, really know how to perform. Really know how to start the show. Yeah, we always be the talk of the town. One Shakiri, that girl, she has been talking. Hey, you know so she not stop talking, man. But guess what? Let her talk. So big up to Shatta. First on the board. Women 100 meter was special. 1, 2, 3 and a new record. Yes, Shatta, big up. Let me check out some of the comments in the comment section. Match interview, big up yourself. This is a good move for him. It's a blessing in disguise. If you can get 10 goals and a couple assists, he'll move to a bigger club. So it's a win-win for him and his management. Definitely. We'll be elaborating on that a little bit as well. Can't wait for this one. Amazing goal. Big up yourself. DeAndre Small, welcome. Welcome. Nicole James, welcome. Welcome. Fresh God in the building. Big up yourself, Fresh God. Capo in the building. Kevin Williams, big up yourself. Yankney, big up yourself. Let's say post the Sunday Olympic schedule. Yeah, man, we have it, man. We're gonna drop it soon. Desmond Lambert, big up yourself, big up yourself. Welcome. Luton Fire TV, big up yourself. He's going to have a fight for 3 points every weekend. Aston Villa, them team there. Ah boy, Luton. It's a fresh guy, me sharp like razor. Yeah, man, me try a look at thing, you know. Try a look at thing. You see me I say? David Daly, big up yourself. 1, 2, 3, mad. Can you get the girls on your live? I could try. But it has to be after the Olympics. It can't be now. Because you know that they are still competing. So, you know, as a coach, you don't want to mess with the athletes' meds by bringing them in a space like this. So, it has to be after the Olympics. Will any male from Jamaica be in the 400 meter? Yeah. Laurel, big up yourself. 9.09. It's actually 9.1 where I'm looking, you know. I'm seeing 9.1. So people, remember to tell a friend about the coach's desk. We're 900 people away from the landmark new level unlock of 10,000 subscribers. Would have done it in less than a year, people, less than 2 years, people, because we're a little bit over a year right now. Yeah, and that would be a milestone. The other day we had a 1,000 viewers in the United States game. 1,200 people were on. This morning we had 1,700 and odd people that were on. So yeah, man, we're going places, people. So just continue to tell a friend Jason, big up yourself. Welcome. It's a team no sleep. Nika, yeah, man, we're in a marathon right now. Think he would be able to attract current big teams by what I see from him, from Genk to Leverkusen. Maybe his international performance slow down his progress. Well, it's next week, fresh girl. All right, we can see it, you know. Military, big up yourself, go now. Big up. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Spoke about that, fresh girl. Yeah, maybe just realize, Nicole, say it's not preseason. Ferdinand, big up yourself. Congratulations to all the Jamaican queens. Much love. Yeah, man. From down South Africa that I come from, you know. So you know the thing large, you know. Yeah, man. That greetings to the girls that I come from South Africa. King Javidan. Are there any races tonight for Jamaica? Yeah, man. Me soon read out the schedule, people. Just give me a few seconds here. Profound Ministry, big up yourself. Greetings in Jesus' name. Let's bless the channel as we wrap with the fans. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Bless up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Profound. Javid, King Javidan is accepting the blessing and return it, you know. Jereb says, Shatta, you know, see me predict the sweep yesterday. Just hot Shelly and Ilian podium position flipped around. Grealish to Man City, yeah, man. But who would have thought about Grealish? Because Grealish are not Jamaican. But yeah, good thing that. Big up yourself, Shaquille, anyways. Fear Spot, what's up? You're back here, Fear Spot. Yeah, man. We're there, see, you know, team no sleep. So we kind of erase, Photoshop the red out of our eye. And Photoshop the bag. Yeah, man. We deal with it down way there. Trust me. We don't get no nap yet, you know. That's only cool. Something now go on. Yeah. Yes, performing exciting times, man. Fabian Full, where's a fresh cut? Big up the barber. Yeah, man, I'm here, barber, you know. I'm here, the barber. Big up yourself, Paul Marriott. All good evening. Big up yourself. Mighty congratulations to record setter Ilian, Shelly, and Sherika. Yeah, man. Natty Congo, big up yourself. Big deal, Len. What's up? Big up. Kieran, big up yourself. I Chelsea man that can't left out Khadija Shaw, gone to the Blues. Yeah, man, that old news right now. We just want to see she play our first match and then we talk about it. You see me, I say, Yankney. Mark Cohart, blessing up family. Next journey, Leon Bailey. Yeah, man. Kevin, big up yourself. Mark Cathcart, big up yourself again. Big up yourself, Formula Sport. Coach, you think Shelly peaked too early? No, man. If I talk about peak early, talk about talk about Marie Jose Talu. Shelly the peak early, man. Yeah, man. Fabian Full. Yeah, man. Respect 9,000 subscribers. There's still another 900 people to subscribe to each channel. Make it reach 1,000. Art Dog, I told Elaine, everyone, Elaine is very hard to beat when it really counts. Yeah, once Elaine fit, definitely hard to beat. But you don't know everybody have them favorite, yeah? I'm glad so we get the 1, 2, 3. I predicted the 1, 2, 3. The order was flipped, but that's just the way it is. What you say? J-Web a movie goalpost shutter? I remember you were saying Dina. Blessings and Talo. People, remember I told you, that shippers won't be running the 100 on the CR night. I told you Dina will not be doubling on the CR in the double. She withdraw from the 200, stating that she's injured. You see me, I say? We spoke about those things, and I told you again that we're going to get 1, 2, 3, and look out for Shawnee Miller Weber to pull out at the 400 meter. Yeah, that's the next thing to look out for. Yeah, man. Hall versus Strickland, UFC, another USA versus Jamaica tonight. UFC, well, I think when I do that, that's something that's still in any car. Okay, there's one. Yeah, man, after the Olympic. I said, Jason, 10K just a breeze. Yeah, man, we want to unlock some new dimension in this YouTube thing. So we want to reach 10K, you know? Significantly, though, you know? Yesterday, we never did how much we did that? 8.5 and 9.1 now. Yeah, man, just a blessing, you know? I have to show TJ Gale enough respect to never get this give up despite his injury, but I don't think he should push it to preserve for future. Yeah, man, we soon give it a track and field schedule, people. So I'm just run through some of the comments. That's true, the Yankney. But of course, you know, they're going to do their assessment, and then they'll decide how they'll take it from there. Because trust me, if you jump off a one leg in a bridging, 8 meter, you know the youth good, and he's very young, so we don't want him get hurt. So it's a big decision that the coaching staff, his coach, and his management team would have to make. Maybe Aston Villa no see him. Shatta, who have a bad mind, bro? Let's say J-Web. Major Bless, what's up? You're early tonight, man. Big up yourself, Major Bless. Shatta, see Major Bless on fear spot there, you know. Me not see you bless them up. What go on? At Jason, the channel them coach a run pass and Jamaican sports media. Oh, we never want to go there, say, you know, Jason, Shatta. So you think that, you know. Good night, all. Doreen, good night, all. I really like this channel. Congrats, lady. Pick up yourself, Doreen. Elaine surprised us 10-6-1. And guess what? That 10-6-1 was done in a negative 0.6. Can you imagine if she had a slight tailwind? Place, bun up. Should I run 10-5? Yeah, man, easy. Easy 10-5 that. I'm always here, sometimes silent watching, but I must say you are doing an awesome job. Success is a must. Yeah, man, big up yourself here, spot. Major Shelley was hurt, you can tell. Yes, of course. If you're going on competition, to compete and you know get to the main objective and you get the secondary objective, of course you would be upset. Joe Quinn Smith, more blessing with general, and just tune in. Leon Bailey gets signed. Enough money him get for the contract. Or them I say it nothing but the price. 30 million he was signed for. We don't know the wages and all of that yet. That wasn't spoken of. Talu burnout. When I said Talu burnout, you know. Yeah, man. Big up to Sherika, man. Hey, people, when you think 100-meter hot yet, wait till them speeds there and Sean Miller buck. Worries. Trust me. Yeah, man. All right, Kieran, big up yourself. Coach, what you say, Chelsea? Right, Simone there. Hey, Kieran, you run the other day yesterday, no? I'm out at Chelsea with me, say, you know. I mean, never see nothing on the board, you know. But anyways, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. You say Chelsea, I get the Haaland striker there. Yeah? The Norway striker. Looks so, you know. Yeah, Shaquille, the 200 seem like it got burning hot in it. It got scorching hot, you know. It got look like you want hotter than the 100 meter, you know. You know what I said? Yeah, man. Atalu did want to spoil it, Courtney. Atalu did want to spoil it, but it never worked out. Yeah, man, have time. The doctor said that they're going to work on it assiduously. The physio and all these medical persons, they'll continue to assess him, give him treatment and all of that, and we'll see how it goes from there. But we'd love for him to compete because we know a medal is in him. Coach, as usual, it's a family thing. The wife and the kids are listening to the channel on 2 platforms. Big up yourself, Profound Minutes. Really appreciate it, man. Much respect. Kieran, you really want to start this tonight? Chelsea, man, make him know how go on. Make him know how go on. Shut up, which team is... Hey, people, shut up, paper soldier, you know. All right, see, big up major fear spot there. Big up to the ladies, them, you know. Big up to the ladies, them. And me have to tell him, man, to big up major and fierce. Eh? Quasi Willis, are they going to replace Tracy in the 200? I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. But like it could be a possibility. Love the move Bailey has made, along with the ladies who did an excellent job today. Yeah, man. Aston Villa, Jama Coco T. Big up yourself, Coco, my brother. Well, go on. Welcome, man. It's a Shatter, Gabby Thomas can. Hey, Shatter, that's true, you know. But there are a few things that going against Gabby Thomas. I think she has paid her dues in a Shatter because she would have been doing multiple events and finally she would have found an event that she can. She would do 1, she do 2, she do 4, and I think she used to do long jump too. Or one of them field event there. Yeah. So she really find her niche right now. But the problem is that she ran that 21.61 in Eugene. Yeah. And she has not run since. Is she carrying a niggle? Or because you know you have to be race sharp, you know. Yeah? Is she carrying a niggle? Let us see. So yeah, man, Gabby Thomas would be one of the contenders, but I have a little few things and questions to ask. We and Chippy are par when we reach Birmingham. All right, King Six Packs, so there, England. Big up yourself, man. Big up to the British people in the building, the Europeans. Big up on yourself. A major bless, heel up Shatter. 12-3 is with 12-3 is the new era code, not 876. Oh, 1, 2, 3. All right, Jama. So, people, when new era code is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, man. Shatter, bless up yourself, bro. All right, face spot, a big up. I chatter the style and the flavor of the city lock. I would like to see Shelly what. Hey, why? Look, I'm going to stop playing that style and flavor thing then, Jason, because every time I put it up, the people them say them are claims. Some rights claims and them something. And it's my birth, is my schoolmate do the song, you know. So I don't know what go on. I have to talk to him, man. Like people them want to take royalty off and thing. Anyways, big up to Shatter again. Money pull up for the Jamaican women. They have made us all proud. Big up Shatter. I mean, Obita, what's up? Welcome. Just reach, never know. Yeah, for oh yeah, for a while now. Okay. I don't understand the last part there. Fabian Full, Miller, Thompson, Era, Shelley, Jackson. That's the order for the 200. All right. Somebody need to take up that receipt there, you know, for Fabian Full, you know. Because he put it out there. All right, Michael Walker, welcome. Do you think Elaine could approach Flojo impossible record from 1988? They both run in perfect form. Michael, I think Elaine can challenge it, but something would have to happen in terms of she'd have to get a tailwind, a legal positive tailwind. You know, easy for under 10-4 there, you know. Trust me. 10-5, me say. Because if the wind wasn't negative today, she would have run 10-5, possible 10-5-7, 10-5-6 thereabout. So, but the 10-4 they're rough. Unless she get a huge, close to the 2-point or win reading. Talu sick in her head. She was crying at the end. Really? Big up Y McCormack. Jamaica women are my team tonight. Oh, so Shatter, you switch now. Yeah, man. Because that girl now run. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Big up to the persons who have been listening and you have not commented. Big up to the people over Facebook who have passed through. Kwesi will see. Julian could get a come up from this absence of Tracy. Julian Fort is always in it, man. He would have had the qualifying time, you know, Kwesi. And it's all up to if the next person in the 200 is not a qualifier, we won't have a replacement. Chelsea all the way, no coach. All right, Kieran, big up, man. I'm gonna drop something there, no, man. I'm gonna drop super chat on the board. Big up on yourself. Don't count on that 21-6-1. Hey, Courtney. A matter of fact, that Olympic record, you know, that Olympic record will go in the 200 meters as well. Watch and see. Remember, you heard it here first. At JC Ferran, I will coach find that intro, the style and flavor of the city lap. But you know, says I'm a schoolmate deal with it though, Shatter. Yeah, man, I'm a college mate, man. I am Sando. You can check out him YouTube page. I am Sando. Yeah, man. I am sorry to touch me, man. Birmingham, UK coach. Our girl, Chippy Govan. Alright? So you have to take care of Chippy. Big up yourself. You know, once him touch England, him good enough, man. You have Raheem, you have next ball of them, and King 6, Kingston 6 pips, I say him debut him and take care of him. Gabby Thomas never feel them type of pressure when Shelly Miller Jackson era line up against her. Definitely Fabian Full. Why? If she win, trust me, the 200 meters is gonna be even more epic. That of course, fair spot, definitely. Courtney Montague, what? Comments the run gone. All right, Elaine could have run faster if she didn't celebrate towards the end. Definitely Courtney. Yeah, man, start point clock on them something there. Because she was mesmerized by her own stupendous performance. If they keep gender testing these African women, they haven't Brittany Reese of the US get. Why haven't Brittany Reese of the US get tested? Not sure. Whoever is doing the testing, Kwesi Willis is talking to you. Coach, you have to go copyright it, coach. You know, that's true though. Cause every time I put it up, they must say they must claim copyright off of the thing. I don't understand it. And I look like some Arab people them, you know, man. Wonder if it has to say something in for them language. Yes, wonder if it is saying something in their language. Sure, no. Also, as far as I'm concerned, that 200 record is dead. Actually, you know what you say? But may I go for the Olympic record first? I don't know. A matter of fact, the national record, every record I got break. Trust me. Gabby will forget she's in a eat and run to break the world record, just like Talu, and end up burnout. Dealsworth, big up. I'm shouting. Really? People may I shout? Oh my, I'm sorry. Michael Walker, welcome. Because I can't hear myself, you know. This have sound cancellation. So if I sound like I'm shouting, I apologize. It's not intentional. I'm talking about Flojo 200-meter record. Okay, cool. Big up for that super chat. Next super chat on the board. No, that was not an order. Just name in the 200. Okay, Fabian Full. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Claudia is in the building, you know. I see Claudia a while ago. Claudia Hodges. Big up yourself, Claudia. You see, me I feel tone down now because somebody said me I'm short. I'm hardly hearing the sound coming from outside. Okay, I have to catch it, you know, so me can't hear. Yeah. Search for I Am Sando. Came up as yes. Yeah, man. Yes, Shatter. Him say, man. Big up Alex. Ravel Maps, Gray, Hector, and Bobby, I gonna show him the ropes. Everything governed, man. Of course. Dre, anyway, that big up yourself, brother. Fabian Full, what you saying no to? Me not get that. What happened to Karen Stewart? You know, they interviewed Karen Stewart. I think she's overseas now. I think she's involved in coaching right now. Quincy Willis, Gabby Smart, I think she's going to compose and hold her own. Yeah, Gabby, a Harvard student, you know. Don't forget that. She's a Harvard student. It's because Fresh God is in all caps. Oh, you think of me? Okay. Oh, a Fresh God, I show it in the comment section. Fresh God, when they write things in all caps, that signify that you're shouting here. Yeah. But I guess you want to see it. So when they in cap lock, it a highlight. But Karen was on telly today. She's coaching in the US. Yeah, man. So my sister, me right. Somebody confirm what me say. Let them go away. Them tell them to turn down them. Crazy be myself. It was a misunderstanding. I, I I thought it was me, but it is Fresh God's writing in the comment section. Michael said, I will never forget Flojo winning the 200 meter in 1988. It was exactly like Bolt running 200 in Berlin. They both kept on increasing their lead. I think the 200 will be hard to beat. Coach, you're good. Show it all you want. Remember, it's security, them not there yet, you know. Brown man security not there yet, and the police and the fourth official, them people are there yet, so I have to take my time. And Cataract not there. Kieran is coaching in Europe. Is Europe or US? Elaine has much more, and Shelly was. Yes, that's true, Claudia. You're you're not shouting. You're just hyped from the good news of the day. All right, Paul. Big up, big up. Coach is not shouting. He's projecting his. So it's a good time to explain again. When I have this over my ears, I'm hardly hearing myself. So right now, may I hear myself loud and clear. So I can tone down. All right. But when I have this over my ears, it cancels the sound on the outside. So if you hear me, I go up because who remember when Jay was on and Jay attack loud and them say, and we say my short. It's because of the same thing. You cancel the sound so you don't really hear your voice that clearly. Yeah. So, but I think it is Fresh God the person was referring to. He's writing in all caps. Well, I don't think he's shouting. He just want to emphasize his text for it to be a little bit different from the others. So understand, people. All right. So if Fresh God is writing in all caps, he's not shouting, people. It's just for projection. Right, Shatta. All right. I don't mean the shouting my caps lock or to create emphasis at Claudia. All right, yeah, man. We know. May I try to explain it to them. Cataract is into Costa Rican coach. Really, Claudia? Oh, you know that. People, just remember that you have to get the likes up to 100 before we drop the link. All right, before we drop the call-in link, you have to get the likes up to 100. Sorry, Karen is in US at Burns Vista University. Yeah, I know it's a US she now, coach, man. Jamaican women's track team lit. Where is the 200 meter? Up, coach. Big up yourself, Ian. Coach, you're not shouting. Okay. Karen Stewart is coaching overseas. Yeah. I appreciate Elaine's victory, but I was hoping Shelly would have gotten the 3 straight. Yeah. All right. So Shatta said, big up again, Shatta. Jamaica's women's track team lit or fire. J Web drop something on the board. New era code 123. Coco Jama T. Coco T Jama. Yeah, that one they gonna lead. New era code. Yeah, J anyway that. Boy, I respect that youth, the man, that valiant effort and put in, man. The man could have just move on and say that's it, you know. But he was so determined that he looked past that to ensure that he qualified for the final of the long jump. Bro, all right, so brown man I reach down up, people. So all who thinks the security in the day here, brown man reach. Big up yourself, brown man. Coach Jackson going to run a good 200 because she was finishing very fast. Yes, brown man, that's true. Joma Kokoti, that one they gonna lead new era code. Hey, you have got patent that though. 1, 2, 3. When them see Jamaica, them see 1, 2, 3. Coach Sherika and Shelly might not do the 4x1 ease. Is this a problem? If 2 people don't do it, it is going to be a problem. A matter of fact, we have one. What? Yeah, two don't have to do it. Yes, two people don't have to do it. Yeah, man, that's not a problem. Shatta. All right. Cataract said it himself, coach, in like an elephant. I don't forget. Oshani Richards, big up yourself. Oshani Richards. That name the sound like a turtle man. That if a turtle man put a thumbs up. That name the sound good enough. Tade knows exactly what he's capable of. Definitely. Coach, you might end up moving out of the top 50 in the world rankings, and Costa Rica are now ahead. True. Um. Oh, my intro song. The song that I do for my intro. More time the YouTube people them come and take it over. Well, they are saying some copyright people sends a copyright claim. So probably we have to go look into that, you know. We're mixed relay team, so we. Why me I tell you Kimara for Ferdinand, me say, yeah, hey, when you don't start me up, you know one thing I am upset about is that 400-meter hurdle false start, you know. That will never come out of my head. Anyway, Mr. Randa, me I say, you see yo, oh, you can fast start 400-meter hurdles. Yeah, man, she better not make me see her. I mean, know we are going to buck, we are going to track meet. Jackson had the highest top end speed in the 100-meter. But people, listen this now. You see that 21.6? Sorry, You see that 10-6-1 that Elaine ran? Don't take it for granted. If you notice, Shelly was up there with her, and Elaine just start pull away, You see, when that speed is translated to the 200 plus her endurance, that I tell me, so she have good speed endurance, So watch out for that. It might be a case where Elaine winning double again. So only not player. Only not player. Only not player. It might be that case. But anyway, Jamaica get it. No him name Sir Jerry. You know him name Ashana Richards. That's why I alright. Him Jerry. See him put up in there. See him put up in Turkey there. I know what's him, man. That's why I repeat the name so much now. Big up yourself, Ashana. What go on, brother? Hey, you need to link me on Instagram, Bridget. Coach's Desk. Instagram. We need to chat. A long time we didn't hear from you, brother. Big up yourself, man. Profound Ministry. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Coach's Desk is here. Where's the? I want next don't play that. I really wanted my team to sign him. Bailey is a dangerous attacking player. Chelsea for life. Big up yourself, anyways. Courtney Banticoot. Turkey. Yeah, I bro. Yeah, man. I him see you, man, Jer. Chalo, you know, like when I say Shadi. The second leg on the mixed relay was terrible. But the lead off was not that hot either, but it did creditably well. But the second leg, Chano, disaster for real. Mark Plunkett, big up. Get off nonsense, man, before him forward. Who that? Coaches this. Oh, you fear copyright is your song. And you have big cataracts on to give dubs. Listen, me no Kimar. The song is an original song, and I'm tell you, so I'm a virgin do the song, man. Him just give me intro him song, one little line of him song. I'm a virgin do the song. Style and flavor make the city rock. Say the season come out with a bang. A theme song, so I don't understand. We are going to investigate it still. Dwayne Scarlett's coach, if Elaine wins the double, then that will give her instant legendary status. Yup. Bless you again, coach. We want all 3 medals in the 200. That may I prepare for today. Yeah, man. Sharika said in an interview that if they have no one else to do it, she will, but she would prefer not to do it until after the prelims. Elaine top end speed today, yes man, was faster than Flojo when she ran her world record. Yup. Oshani, I said, Jerry, no bro, I am not hiding, man. I'm on the next side of the world. Man, not born, Jerry. Or he's in the north. Whatever happened to Christoph Bryan in the high jump, I don't know. No. Big up Leon Bailey, where some people say no good. Hey, Teddy Lee, you don't have to come with something, man. Yeah, Turkey, man, you have to link up with you, man. Link up me and Jerry, man. New beginning, coach. Is there any track and field today? Yeah. Sorry, no people. Maybe they are taking no comments, and the comments have me away. Let me check it out. You know, so we have most things, not everything here, but we have a lot of things. So, yeah, man, things are going on, man. Are you going already? 3,000 long jump, shot foot. I just if it really 400-meter heats, I will come up at 8:45. So we don't really miss anything. We have the long jump, shot put, 400-meter heats, 8:45. So we now miss that. Not missing nothing. Let me tell you no one want to hear now. But let me go back to the comment. Why are they always award Jamaica such horrible lane job? On a lane draw, seeding. Yeah, the computer really select them and pick them based on them time, They have an automated system. Miguel nonsense boss. All right. Elaine beating Cherika and Gabby. 2008, I think I was one. I think I was 122. Yeah, man. I 123 now, man. New era code. Flojo was on. Well, that them say, but they not prove it. Yes, new beginning. The track event is coming at 8:45. I say scammer them up on the rise. Jerry coach, I appreciate the good work that you guys doing. Yes, Oshana, big up yourself, man. British media is harsh. Leon needs to prepare for that. Yup. So you see, with that shatter, it's good that he get into not one of the top clubs instantly, because then that would be instant disaster for him, because them not ramping him, man. Long jump suspended due to heat in Tokyo. Wow. Yeah, man, me say down the hot, man. I say, Sherika Jackson was on her live after the race, and she said, the old place hot. Hey, this is some people are the indoor, you know. Is it indoor? No, the tennis players. I was watching the tennis game, and the lady, when them go at the side, go so and take out and thing like, the vacuum, and just a blow upon them. AC, wind them again. Because the players hot. Scorching hot. Yeah, man, we have somebody in the women's long jump. Shatter, real talk. He's going to need some time to adjust to EPL. Yeah. I'm aware of the Bows and Blake record. My favorite, blah, blah, blah. 2012. Because I was born in Birmingham, UK. Two. Blake seemed like a challenge for both. Like Nadal was for Federer. Yeah, man. Yeah, Icklin in the women's long jump. I think Porter is in there as well. All right, let me give you the schedule, people, for the morning. Yeah, man, I think we have Porter and Icklin. Tisana Icklin. Shani is Porter. All right. Sunday, 5:10 p.m. So all who can wake up like Shatter, you better go in bed. If man think coaches next rough, wait till people talk sport and their ex-prem players on Bailey's name at Kingston 6 pips. I so me know you know the thing, So me know you know the thing. Yeah, man. The British people, hey, never say nothing in it, man. And when we talk, people think say we're harsh. We're not harsh, Think we're reasonable. Brianna first leg, Jackson second leg, Ilian third leg, and Shelley anchor. Um, Unlike Blessing Okokbar, Shatter does not bleach with cream. All right, Shatter. Long jump start, yeah. But me not see it. You check on next station. No, go on for my end. Free world. That's all me I say. Privy Council I go do that, youth. Is the Eastern Standard Time or Jamaica time? All these times that I'll be telling you Jamaica time. But Chippy have to prepare for that too, man. Coach, look like Rocky, will be analyzing Bailey every Sunday. Hello. But I believe in Chippy. Yeah, man. I don't know why Leon take up one whole club on him back. All right, so let me give you some. So 5 a.m. All these times are Jamaican time. Eastern time 5:10 a.m. would be 6:10 a.m. High jump final 5:15. Men's 100-meter semifinal 5:45. 100-meter hurdle semifinal 6:20. Triple jump final 6:25. 800 meters semi, that's for men. 7:05 400-meter hurdle semifinal for men. 7:50 men's 100 meters final. That's 7:50 a.m., which would be 8:50 a.m. your time, Eastern Standard. And for the other people, you probably can't work it. You see what I say? Nicole, it is because of the whole COVID-19 situation. Because the new rule states that if 4 persons run in the prelims, you can use 4 new persons. So it basically 8 people. Understand? Fitness with Jerome. So respect to the Jamaican girls for getting 1, 2, 3. Their recovery is going to be very important. As Shawnee Miller, Weibo is no pushover. Speed of a killer, man. And it's not literal killing people. I personally think Leon will shine at Aston Villa if Grealish stays, and his price will go up. Grealish will be leaving according to news reports. Grealish will be going to the noisy neighbors. If Elaine wins the 200 in a world or Olympic record, all her performance eclipses Shelley. Marlon Murray, why? Will look good for gold or silver for the women to 800. Gold or no, it's gonna be tough. I think more hard to beat, man. At worst, well, in my prediction, I placed gold at a bronze. Bronze medal, I put her. Speed wins, yeah, right. But we have a sign in Jamaica, you know, on the highways that speed kills. Shut up. So indeed, speed kills. So anybody in its wake, it will kill it. What kind of drugs make a woman run 10:49? You realize Flojo would still have been 15 meters ahead of Elaine. Yeah, man. I don't know what she take. People are speculating that she took something. I have no proof. They didn't find her out or they didn't convict her. So I'm not going to say. 11 p.m. tonight, medal ceremony for the 100 meter. Wait. 11 p.m., which is 10 p.m. Jamaica time, right? Grealish 100 million deal. That deal almost there. Yeah. Grealish leaving. Big up yourself, Cataract. Coach, me check in, but the tracks are going, so me a fall back. No, man, we are waiting on Cataract for reach the 100 thing, you know. We just read 3 comments. Brown man said, Coach, Shelly have a better start, so she must start it and Elaine finish it. Coach, in a easy about speed. Yeah, man, a true thing. Speed, and that we tell them. There's a signage in Jamaica on the highways and on some roadways that speed kills. If you're in Jamaica, you know what I'm talking about. Plus, Jamaica run well in the heat and the track is fast. Hey, me not buy this track fast thing, you know, because it is said that the track is fast, but yet to the man, them never run a fast time. So you tell me, say, I saw the ladies them superior than them, or track on go fast for ladies. A female track. What y'all think are Goose chances in the 800? Yeah, man, shall I get a medal? Chippy have guys like Buenade and Magin at Villa. He is very good even without Grealish. Yeah, man, I think Ali Watkins is still there as well. If me say Chelsea, no, man, a straight United, Mr. Man. We don't know how much Leon is going to be getting paid, sir. We know that it is possibly a $30 million move. No, man, me not just say Chelsea. How you guys feel our chances are in the medal in the men's 100? Speed kills, Reggae Boy. Get there. Coach the ball, I got ball to the team cause of last night's show. How you say, Jay? The ball, I got ball to which team? But the party thing? Talk to it. Talk to it, Jake. But more of you know say me I interpret right, you know. Those oblique civil made the final. Female track. Mark Plunkett about the same chance as Boza scored a goal, you know. Cataract the easy, you know. Oh, in play. The man said Mr. Speed that killed him. Cataract, why don't you be economical with your comments, sir? You need to be economical with comments like these. We don't want any tiddlywinks around here, man. Not really to me. Fitness Jerome. All right, Michael Walker, big up. Remember, Elaine Tuppence is faster than Flojo, so she could run the 100-meter faster than Flojo. Flojo had perfect form. No need for PEDs. Now, for I must still, you know, because I ain't following the mass. Well, on them, I put up a poll, people. Because I like this poll thing, you know. It go on, you know. With the poll, you don't pay a toll. Yeah? So don't worry yourself. Put up a poll, people. Run it. Run the poll. Run the poll. It's run per week. Hey, Cataract. Cataract, remember to be economical. Wait, so that's his interpretation, Cataract. 75K no bad per week. And that's him I get. That's some good points that. Coach, I don't hear anything about the men 100. Yeah, man, it was there. The Eats run this morning. Big up yourself, Sean Bless. Any news on what? Yeah, the most thing me think about Flojo thing was the wind assistant, you know. That's the only thing. Yeah, man, we are gonna talk about that. It's when the people them come on the panel. We are talk about that, man. Alright, see man said the link can drop there. Butler told us the next move Leon will make will be a good one and that he will be able to buy some big house, something along like that. Yeah. So Leon I can buy a big house now. Wow. Leon not poor. Alright, I drop the link now, people. Cause me alone the on the stand, you know. People are come on the stage now. Clean jump. Hold on, let me tell you no clean jump. Clean 6.17 on her first attempt. Pool B. Clean has a PB of 6.82, but has a slow start to her season coming back from injury. Alright. Hold on, I have to go. Remember to people like up the live. If you're new, please remember please remember to subscribe to the channel. All right. We see 83% leading for yes. All right. So a lot of people think that Aston Villa is not a big club. Aston Villa has some history, people. Yeah, Aston Villa has history in football in the EPL. Yeah. So Aston Villa, especially the academy, they develop very good youths. Let me tell you what go on with Aston Villa, man. Cause people think that Aston Villa just want to look or come upside. The man have some proud history. Leon Bailey added to the first team already, you know. And he's added as a forward. What? Dean Smith are the head coach. So, on the know, say Aston Villa win Champions League already. Who never know that now. So Aston Villa have a nice little history. They have been building on their team. Aston Villa has been building on their team. Yeah, man, Aston Villa have European Cup, man. So they have a little history. So as I was saying, people, the link out there, you know, all who want to come on, let us kick off the conversation. So Aston Villa has been building a unit for the past few years. Ollie Watkins, you have Grealish, and they got the youngster there from Buenedo, or I don't remember how it is pronounced. They got him from Norwich, the top man for Norwich last season in the championship. You understand? So, yes, Buendia. Yes, Cranky, big up yourself. So, they would have gotten him. He's from Argentina, and he's a decent baller. So they have a nice little mix. The thing I believe that when I think Grealish was out, Aston Villa started to so much message up on my phone. Aston Villa started to falter because they were right up there in the Champions League position, you know. You understand? So that's how the situation is. And Grealish seems set to be on his way out. And they're really trying to build back a unit. So the question I'm throwing out, gentlemen and people, big up to Stan Cranky. What's up, Cranky? You're mute.
What, you can't hear me?
Yeah, man.
All right, things.
Well, the coach tired enough, but the face now show it in a little way now. He can't have it on a disguise.
You say you have a makeup?
We don't reach to say it. So what's up? First,
now you talk about Villa people. That means Villa a big team, man.
yeah, man. Villa big team, man. Them have them history, man.
But yeah, them have good players. Them have Ali Watkins. Them have Luis from Brazil. Them have Martinez, who we sold to them. They have good players. They brought Churri from the French league, was playing well.
Mm-hmm.
Add to the mix. They have a good team.
Yeah, man. And plus, they have been building on this team for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Understand? So the question I want...
No, they weren't pioneers, you know. So it's not like their owners are still pretty new, and they're investing in the team. Obviously, they want to Grealish to stay, but obviously he wants to play at the highest level. So,
right. So the question I want to throw out there, Cranky. Hey, Shatta, see everything in the man. Yo, welcome Carson. The man say, "Which damn you depon, you know?"
Shatta want to know me think about.
Anyways, first question I want to throw out there: is this a good move for Leon Bailey? Starting off with Cranky. Cranky gone. All right, Carson, fresh on the block. Tell us if this is a big move for Leon Bailey.
Yeah, it is a big move to me, really. It's a big move because enough people that say, "Oh, Aston Villa, you know, I want to see Dan at Chelsea and then place the but really feel say, "Oh, Aston Villa it's a perfect move because right then and there you that say, "Oh, would I get playing time?" Really feels a playing time, sure, and it's a real factor in, kickstarting his career in a Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, Aston Villa perfect move. Even if really stay or go, really feels him would have flourished because he was a left winger and a right winger. You know, and Grealish can play left winger and attacking mid. If Grealish stay, Grealish could have play attacking mid. Say, "Yo, that service, and could have link up well." And if Grealish go, really feels that them forget like reinforcement for a good attacking midfielder because, then and there you would have say, "Yo, him would have tried to like bring a team really. When him just reach, him wouldn't really. You're not supposed to bring a team already and him just reach and thing.
Right.
So if Grealish stay, would that be a good boss? And if Grealish go, really feels that them should get somebody else in that attacking midfield role.
All right. All right. Cranky. Well, you come back. Just tell us, is this a big move for Leon Bailey?
look, it's always a good move when you move to the Premier League, no matter what teams you're playing for. You get much more visibility, much more globally recognized. You know, if you produce, then you get all the accolades. So I heard you were talking earlier about. I heard someone says that people thought Bailey isn't good, and this is supposedly negating that. I think some people don't like for players to be criticized. I've said from day one, Harry Kane has had 3 tournaments, and he had 3 atrocious tournaments. He won his Golden Boot winning the World Cup. I thought he played poorly. And if you think criticism is reflected in this program, wait until he gets to the Premier League. Because any bad game that he has, you get brutalized, whether it's social media or through the normal media. So, look, I think it's a brilliant move for him. He's going to a very good team. He's going for a team with owners who are investing in the team, which is very, very important.
Yeah.
And he goes to a club who has a great history and want to progress forward. Great fan base.
Yeah.
And when they're doing well, they're really well supported. If he does well, he'll get the benefits, the accolades, the laudatory comments, the rewards. If he doesn't, he'll feel the wrath of the fans who all expect there's a lot of noise in the background, feedback. They expect you to produce, especially when you cost a fee £30,000 plus. But he has good players around him, right? Watkins, Buendia, Mings, Luis, those are good players. And Martinez, they're going to add more players to their roster. And Chorley is also a good player. So they have a good starting 11. They did well last season. They beat us twice last season. Even though I'm sure some fans would say, well, you guys are not good anyway.
When they say beat them, well, you have to call their name, you know.
Huh? No, I'm not calling any name.
Shut up.
They beat a top 8 team last season. Let me just say that twice. We're not calling any name. But we'll see if that reoccurs this season, because I doubt it. But Grealish is a big loss for them, right? And people would expect that he replaces Grealish and he produces like Grealish, because he's being bought at the same time Grealish is moving. And they're going to make that association. It may not be the case. They could have been bought him as a supplement to what they have. But that association will be made. And the question is, how well does he manage that pressure? Because he would get a lot of pressure.
Because Cranky, I think they brought in the Argentine for that purpose, But as I said, because it's the same time it's going to be happening, it's going to be associated with him leaving and him coming in. So
yeah, I mean, they spend money, right? They paid 30 and a half, 35 to 40 for Buendia. They're paying 35 for Bailey.
Yeah,
they're going to recoup that with 100 from Grealish. But they were spending money before they even sold Grealish. They're very ambitious owners, and I expect that they keep reinvesting in the club. They want to be a top 4 team, like a number of other teams, and they're investing in their team.
Yeah, man, they seem to have a little money going on for them. But I just have to plug this one, people. The person that was on just now, Shatta said that it looked like he's. We hear the beep went off. And the man have to come off the live. So Shatta's response was that damn fire.
Have to be Shatta, don't it? Nobody else was Shatta.
I tell him.
Sachin always looking for a little opening, and he's jumping that opening. He's looking for where can I find that opening? And he's in that flash. Nothing missing.
Yeah. I would never want Shatta to be my neighbor.
Yeah. And Shatta, I'm not watching any comedy tonight, so make no comedy comment. I'm not watching any cartoons tonight.
Cartoon.
So no cartoon comment, Shatta.
All right, so gentlemen, welcome Marlon and Pamela and Jeremy, and welcome. So,
yeah, man, bless up everybody on the panel.
Yeah, man. So, what are your thoughts on Leon Bailey's move? Do you believe it's a good move? Started in Marlon, followed by Formula, then Jeremy.
Well, I think where his career is at the moment, I think it's a good move for him. He's going to a team who's looking way at the future. I think they have one of the best projects in English football right now. If you look at what they're doing right now, they had a £25 million bid for James Ward-Prowse, third on the other day, just in the week. Right? So I think they're basically, whether Grealish stays or he goes, they're working on a project, and I think he will be a very good piece of that project. They're also Todd Cantwell still they're trying to get for the team. So I think Dean Smith is looking at a wider picture to be a part of the European football, whether it be getting the Champions League or the European League or the Conference League. I think basically that's where they're looking at right now. And as I said, still, I think in the Midlands, I think it's a good place for him. There's a heavy Caribbean and Jamaican background there as well. So I think one of my things now is how will he settle? That's going to be one of the key things for him, because remember now, you're coming from German football, where you basically have your winters off and stuff. So it's a whole different environment he's going to be in. So settling is going to be a key factor for him to be successful for this season. But if he can come and at 10 assists and 8 goals for this season, I think that will be a very successful season for him. Coach, you're mute.
For a Formula time, man.
My time. First of all, still, very happy about, what transpired earlier on today. Big shout out to the ladies, who would have swept the 100 meter at the Olympic Games. So, we're really happy about that. The Bailey move. I mean, there are positives, There are positives. I think most things in life, if you look good, you'll find positives in it. But I am not really too pleased about the move, to be honest with you. I mean, this project argument is driving me crazy, right? This argument that, Aston Villa is a very good project. I would have much preferred him to go to a more, I shouldn't say established club, but a club that is is doing. How should I put this? A club that is right now stands a better chance of competing for a European spot. You know, I was hoping that Leicester would swoop in and take over from Aston Villa, but that didn't happen. So, you know, I'm not really too pleased about the Aston Villa move, to be honest with you. I think the player is better than Aston Villa. That's just my personal opinion. So,
All right. Good night, guys. The move is a good move for the baller. You get me? Decent club. I think he will get game time. Bailey, Bailey can only stand in his own way. I think he'll walk in this squad and get time on the park. I don't see Formula. Who else bid for him in the league right now? You get me? And a couple of teams I'm gonna say would have fit Bailey right now differently from where he's going right now. When he can go get game time, and it would be cranky side Arsenal. I think he would fit on that left side and slip back Aubameyang in the striking role. You get me? That cranky said no. Cranky said no. But
Jeremy reveal the secret.
But but if for development, man, he's starting off at the right place. You get me? I think they will give him time to settle in and get familiarized with the Premier League. So it's not really a bad move for me. You get me? You just need to go there and do what we want him to do, or is live up to his potential. You get me? So it's not a bad move. And again, hats off to the ladies today for the sweep. You get me? Why coach it was a good race, but Shelly herself didn't run her own race. You get me? As Ilian jumped on her shoulder, she got tight and lost the race. But we all know this. Ilian has more 200 under her belt than her, and that's why she got beaten. This year, the first year, Shelly put a couple 200 on her belt to get some top end. So I just that with the race today.
No one big up. So some good points were made. But hear me out on this one, gentlemen. I hear Formula's point of view, and exactly the other question that I had in mind, or the point to segue to. Aston Villa might not be the club of first choice, yeah. But when you look at the English media, when you look at playing time, then definitely you don't want to prefer him to start at a quote-unquote lower team so that he could get acclimatized to the English situation or media, or the whole works, the demographic, right? So I think this is a wonderful move for him, because if he does well in this team, getting regular starts, as Marlon said, scoring a lot of goal, giving assists, then definitely he will have a lot of eyes on him come next season. And then if he can replicate that for another season, then his asking price is going to be massive, because then he will be about 25 years old. You know what I mean? So it is a good look. It is a springboard that he can actually utilize to, reach to the stars. What say you?
So I'm confused. So Ali Watkins is an England international. Douglas Luiz plays for Brazil. Martinez plays for Argentina. Buendia plays for what we talk. Bailey plays for Jamaica. Formula, I'm confused. These are better teams than our team, and they have players who play for their country. So what has Bailey done to go play for a top 4 team when we have internationals who play for players who are teams who are ranked higher than us? I don't hear their country saying that they're lowering their standards by going to those teams. And you get to showcase your talent against the better teams. You play for Aston Villa. And again, think about this. If he came to my team, if he went to City, if he went to Man U, he'd probably be on the bench. And will he get the game time to be able to showcase his talents? I'm confused when you're saying it's not a good move for him, because I think it's a great move for him. You don't want to go to a top team where you're fighting for place and can't get into the team.
Yeah.
If you have 2 bad games, you go sit on the bench, you may not get your game back. Go someplace where you start, get to acclimate to the league, get to blend in, get to refine your skills, showcase your talent, and then you know what? If you produce a couple of seasons, you're just only 23 years old, 25, 26, you're going to your peak, you can make it a move like Grealish did. So I can't see it as a bad move.
You'll be traveling to all of the areas in England to play matches. Yeah. Whether they're playing the FA Cup, whatever they're playing, they're in the Premier League or the other league. So you'll be traveling around to get acclimatized to everything. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, and as Marlon said, he's going up north where he can stay away from the spotlight of London. The lights are bright and the partying is there. He's going to go much more, I wouldn't call it rural area, but a more reserved area, not the same as London. The same as London. So, you know what? And a slower lifestyle. Where he can really focus on his craft.
For starters, when coach was talking, coach was saying a lot of ifs. Right? So that's the first thing. Second of all, from my understanding of it, Buendia has never represented the senior national Argentinian.
That's
team,
a lie.
right?
That's a lie, Formula. Do you even watch? Do you even watch Buendia, Formula?
Has he represented the Argentinian national team?
Yes, Formula. You represent.
From my understanding of it, he has represented the youth team.
Formula, go ahead and go check again, and then you come.
Has he? Anybody else chime in? Has he represented the national senior team?
He hasn't played for the senior team, has it?
He get called up, Marlon. The man get called up.
Exactly.
Man get called up other day.
He hasn't. It's Argentina, right?
Bro, you really say Argentina starting a championship player, brother? Let's
be
real.
He called up to the side a couple times, but we haven't made an appearance as yet. However, the thing about, as Frankie said, the team is stuck with international players. Right? There are only 3 players in the team that are not international players. So he's going to, and the players are basically in their mid-20s. So it's a start international team. He just be adding to that as another international player. The only the 2 players.
Go through.
The 3 players there are not international. So he's going to an international squad. It's Kian Davis and I think the backup keeper and House. They're the only player don't play international football.
Yeah, I mean, people like Tregeset, all those players play international. I mean, it's ludicrous to say that Bailey is lowering his standards by going to Villa. He didn't play for Bayern. He didn't play for Dortmund. He didn't play for Leipzig in the German league. So why would he say he's lowering his standards?
All right. For starters, it's not uncommon for teams in England to have international players on their roster.
Explain the if. That one that fly over my head.
When I don't remember what you were saying. Remember, I responded to that at that particular time. I don't remember the ifs that you were saying. You were saying like if the player. You were saying
if it is a good move for him.
Yeah,
I can't really ask.
Yeah, I can't really speak to that right now because honestly, it gone a little while ago, and I don't remember.
Okay.
But I am not saying that.
But he got called in Copa America just to let you get the facts right. Because somebody in the comments
has he played for Argentina? That my ask you, Alex. Has he played for Argentina?
Yeah, saying he get called up, Formula.
I never said. Did I say get called? I asked if has he played for Argentina.
Yeah, play him.
I play him.
Continue, Formula.
All right. So my whole thing is that now, Aston Villa finished where in the league last season?
11th.
Okay, cool.
And they were running top 4 for quite a bit of the season until Grealish got injured and they fell down.
All right.
Yeah, but I said that in the initial part of
I like what you just said a while ago. You call a name a while ago about. I don't think people realize how much better of a team Jack Grealish.
So if nothing changes and Bailey's as good as you say he is, they should be okay, right?
Yeah, he will replace him.
Hold up. I obviously, I hold Bailey in very high regard, right? I do, right? But honestly, as much as Bailey as my baller, Jack Grealish is our next level talent in my opinion. Jack Grealish, in my opinion, I know people will probably blast me for saying this, but in my opinion, from a talent perspective, Jack Grealish is the best talent in the English Premier League right now. In my opinion, right? Just the impact that this player has on the team, right? He makes everyone around him better. The attention.
Family, I say him are the best talent in the English Premier League.
Yes, I said that.
I'm not going to dispute that statement.
I'm
not going to dispute the statement. I mean, you can say Kevin De Bruyne. You can say Kevin De Bruyne. You can say a lot of the players, but you can't say he can't be considered to be one of the best talents in Premier League.
Yeah, no, I never said, but you say he's the best talent in the.
But that's his view, Alex. That's his view.
If that's my opinion, if other people are saying that he's in the conversation, right? I say that he is, right? That's not. I don't think that argument is unreasonable, right? The impact
I think Bruno Fernandes has the most impact, though. But continue.
And that's a fair point.
Bruno not good. Sorry, Bruno not good.
Whoa. That is coming from an Arsenal person.
Bruno not good.
Stop it right there, so.
Hey, we can have a conversation another day. But hey, coach, you want what's his name? Rome. Yeah, Rome. Think about this. How many big games has Bruno turned up in?
I'm a Manchester United.
I don't want to digress the conversation.
I'm a Manchester
United.
I'm not going to answer it because you're digressing the conversation.
I know. I agree. But
we want to hear what Formula is saying.
Anyway, keep going. Not good.
Jesus Christ.
Formula, make a point.
Formula but I get interrupted by like 20
Sorry, Formula. I apologize. Go ahead.
All right. Paul, yes. Aston Villa does have prestige. I'm not argue the prestige argument, right? I'm making the point about the current state of the squad versus the league, right? My thing is that I worry about Aston Villa without Jack Grealish. I genuinely do. Because a lot of their players, in my opinion, never looked as good as they looked with Jack Grealish on the pitch as they did when Jack Grealish was injured. Right? Because Jack Grealish creates so much time and space for his teammates to operate in because of the level of attention that he attracts and the space that he creates for his teammates. My opinion.
Formula, may I cut you again?
Ryan
in the waiting room. Ryan put on a shirt because if you come for the stream, so the people in the comment section, I got deal with your way, Ryan. Put on a shirt.
Especially Shatter. Especially.
Yeah, this is not a bodybuilding contest. It's not a bodybuilding contest.
Yeah, so
continue, Fabla. Sorry for your interpret, but I know I saw things said.
Yeah, man. I hear the project argument, but Bayer Leverkusen was supposed to be a project. Right? Bayer Leverkusen was supposed to be a project. The project thing, there is a lot of uncertainty around the project argument. That's one thing. Second of all, okay, yes, they're spending money, right? But we all know the financial fair play rule. So people are talking about how rich the owner is, right? I mean, that argument give me that argument 15 years ago before the financial fair play rules, where the owner could have just jump in and just splurge a bag of cash, right? That, yes, he's spending, yes, that's true, but there is limits to the spending, right? People talk about Buendia. The player is a very good player, right? But is he proven in the Premier League? No, he is not. Is he proven in the Premier League, Alex? Is he proven in? Hold on. Is he proven in the Premier League as a top player? Is he proven in the Premier League as a top player?
Cranky. If you said want the man cranky at that point in that time.
Alex, that is not proven as a Premier League player.
Coach.
God have mercy. Alex,
man starts when in the Premier League. Sure, above the top midfielders in the Premier League.
So I'll say this: in the Premier League season, 8 goals and 12 assists.
He was a top player in the Premier League.
Defense rest for a side that's got relegated. If you score 8 goals in the Premier League, Saka scored 5 at my team, and people rate him.
Okay.
So you can't say the stats are not decent.
I will take the L on that one. Fine. That is, I asked a question. Fine. You guys, gave me a good answer. Fine. My whole thing is though, from a squad depth standpoint, right? I just don't think Aston Villa can provide the level of competition in the Premier League that I personally would want to see Leon Bailey competing at. That's just my personal opinion, right? I saw them without Jack Grealish last season, and I wasn't really impressed. That's just my opinion.
Look, Buendia is not proven in the Premier League. He have a decent season. My stats are wrong. His 8-12 was championship. I think he had 15 and 16 last year. I think he was 1-7 in the Premier League. He's not necessarily proven. But he's highly rated because.
But I was wondering. But take the L in at the moment in a cranky.
No. It's one. He was. I mixed. He's 1-7. He was 1-7. He was 1-7. He's not.
Okay.
But the point of matter is, but the point of this is that there are players like Madison who have come up through the championship and done well, right? There are players who have come, Ben White, who's now on my team, who have come to the championship and done well, gone on loan and or started in the championship and done well. So you can't just negate the championship stats and say they don't matter, because they do matter. We'll see if Ivan Toney with his 30 goals scored this year for Brentford.
Alex, your time to share your point. Is this Leon Bailey move a good move?
Leon Bailey move is a very good move. I think there's a lot of playing time. I think that if he went to a big club, I don't think he would get a lot of playing time though. But I
disagree.
I think this is a good.
Alex, you cut me only for time, you know. So
no, but Formula, nobody do the same thing. Nobody do the same thing.
No man, coach, in good, man, in good. But I think this
Alex,
good benchmark for him, coach. I would prefer him this league or Leicester though. I think Leicester, Brendan Rodgers, I get the best out of time. Brendan Rodgers get best out of young talents, but I think Aston Villa have a talent. I think Buendia gonna show you who really is Buendia Formula. Cause you talking about he's not Buendia is a maestro.
I never said he wasn't in. I just said he was unproven in the Prem. That's all I said. Premier League, but
him and Leon Bailey and Ali Watkins gonna cause a lot of troubles in the champion and the Premier League this season.
Speculation, Alex.
Okay, Buendia is a good ball. I think it's a good move for him. I don't disagree with the move. I think it's a good move for him. Formula, before Jack Grealish was injured, how they was performing?
They were performing very well.
Okay.
They were, and why did I say they were performing very well, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say that? Because of the impact that one player had on the team.
Okay, that's good. But I'm saying though, I think when they are coming in, we're gonna give them that impact. Because Bendy is another type of player. He's very creative. In know for play ball, Formula. So
well, let me ask a question, gentlemen, because based on, well, obviously Alex and Formula have two different opinions and viewpoints. But let me ask a question. Is Leon Bailey move to Villa is one that we're expecting him to be the man at the club, at any club that you would have gone to, and actually turn on the engine and make some big plays, score some goals and assists? Is that what we're looking at? And basically take the club on his shoulder then, so to speak. Is it that the case? Because if his club is not going to go to what you call it, Champions League, if it is not going to go to UEFA, is that going to tell us that Leon Bailey is not going to be playing well or doing well? Because it seemed to me like that's the whole essence of the conversation. He has to be at a club where he plays well and the club is doing well. Or is it a case where he should be at a club that possibly not playing well as well, but Leon is doing well and he will grab the attention of others? I said a lot there, but I guess you understand the point I'm making.
Jesus Christ, no.
Yeah, Kiatara.
28 minutes.
1 hour 34, so a long would give it.
True.
We have to come in early, because last night we gave it 2 hours and 49. And
real talk.
Foolishness in that juggling. Coach, Aston Villa is a name brand club in England.
Yeah, man, we said that from the onset.
No.
Turn up your volume, Kiatara.
Turn up my volume?
Yeah.
volume that loud as it can be.
We're not our speak up. Speak up.
Give me a second. Let me turn off the phone. What?
Ryan,
I
say
thought
something. What do you
you
think,
were
Ryan?
gonna turn off your mic, period. But that's okay. You can come back. Go on.
Ryan,
Well,
you think it's a good move?
Virgin, this is a stepping stone. I see
Yeah,
Leon
coach, go
Bailey.
back. Oh, I'll give it away. No, I was saying, coach, Birmingham is the second city in England and the second largest city. And the weight of expectation of Birmingham is for Aston Villa to perform well. Um, so there'll be a weight of expectation on Leon Bailey. There's a large Jamaican population in Birmingham and the West Midlands in general, and there'll be a whole lot of expectation. Now, for me, Aston Villa has just hovered as a mid-table club, not never really getting into Europe and stuff. No, I know the financial terms. I understand he was on 75,000 euros a game at
A
Bayer
month. Per
Leverkusen.
month. It
Per
can't be
A
month.
per
week,
game.
a week,
How many
weekly.
can be per game?
Weekly, sorry.
Weekly, that's per game. When they count you weekly, they count that one game per week.
Oh, okay.
You never know
I
that,
didn't
coach.
know that's how they play the
Oh,
play the
yeah,
salary
man.
by games.
One day, one per week is a one Saturday, Sunday, one game per week. Um, your money for European football is different. So if you play in the Champions League and UEFA, it's a
Bonuses will come.
no man. That bonus is salary.
Salary different. Okay.
Yeah. Um, coach, the Aston Villa is now built around Jack Grealish. If Jack Grealish moves on, I foresee Aston Villa having a very difficult time in the league, depending on how they reinvest. Depending on how they reinvest 100 million. If Jack Grealish is a Birmingham boy, right? A cult hero. And anytime you go in to fill the shoes of a cult hero, it's a very difficult expectation. I'm not saying he cannot do it, right? I am just saying, in my opinion, what the reality is. It's like a man going to Ronaldo went to Manchester United and filled the boots of David Beckham. David Beckham a cult hero, so it can be done. But other people have flopped big time, right? When they've tried to, when they've stepped into that. Mesut Ozil came to Arsenal. I'm not sure which of my neighbor he was replacing, but I remember there was this big thing around him as this playmaker coming in, and he struggled. So it's going to be a very tough season for him, right? Aston Villa hopes will be pinned around Jack Grealish and Ollie Watkins. Kieran Davis, the big centre forward, Jamaican, right? Was not prolific. He's the hold up man. Um, the big target man, 6 foot 3.5 inches. Will be waiting for crosses from Leon Bailey. I recall Shamar Nicholson waiting for crosses and Corey Burke waiting for crosses in the first 2 games and it didn't come. So Bailey's going to have to get his crossing boots on because Villa plays down the wings. And this is a wing based attack, send crosses in, right? Um, they have a couple of good players there. They have a pretty solid backline. Tyrone Mings is there. They have a good goalkeeper that they bought from Arsenal. So overall, the team is well. Now, I don't know what Fresh God is calling negativity. I said, Coach, I would like for him to do well, but if Fresh God can provide me the evidence of Leon Bailey's crossing, I would appreciate it. What we saw in the Gold Cup cannot work in the Premier League. I don't know if anybody believes that, right? And if you do that crap in the Premier League, believe you me, you'll get benched. I'm saying when he goes there, he has to carry his A game. The eyes of a very large city. Bayern Leverkusen is a second team in the Bavarian province. Aston Villa is the major team in the Midlands. So it's not a joke. Maybe people don't understand the geography of the thing, coach. But out when you leave out of London, Aston Villa is the big club in the center of England. Then you go further north to Manchester, Liverpool. My preference for him, I mean, I'm happy for him. If his salary is more, he earns more money, and he, take care of his family, take care of his friends, take care of Mr. Butler, maybe reinvest some of the €100,000 he might be getting in the Phoenix Academy, and we get newer players. But from a footballing perspective, number one, I would have preferred to see him at Leicester or particularly Everton. For a selfish reason, I particularly prefer to see him at Everton. Because Everton have a whole lot of Jamaicans to convince to come join in, right? And I love to see him in a team with Mason Woolgate and Ben Godfrey, and I talk to them every week. That's just my selfish perspective, right? Let's wait on your head at Everton and Leicester. You also would have had Champions League or Europa League football to show yourself. But congratulations. I love to see a Jamaican step up. I don't know if everybody wants us to come in here and say Leon Bailey have a bun up the Premier League. That's not going to happen. Different type of defenders in the Premier League, and that's my last point. Coach,
Yeah, man.
I want a man tell me honestly, you see Leon Bailey going past Virgil van Dijk?
How many times?
Why not? Why not Ketera?
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, that was a trick question because Virgil van Dijk is in the center. So that cutting inside business that he does, he's going to buck up on some serious central defenders.
Didn't he buck up in those defenders at Bayern Munich?
At one club.
Just a sec. Continue.
In the English Premier League, when you go because Aston Villa is wanting to go into Europe, right? So you wanted to end in the top 6, right? He's going to buck up against Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, for Liverpool. Very top quality central defenders, not a joke. Manchester City, maybe he'll go past Stones because Stones kind of careless. Manu, you have the Harry Maguires and they're buying Varane, right? Arsenal, you've acquired Ben White, who's an extremely good defender. So the quality when he cuts inside, coach, what him buck up on, not going to be pretty. So he will have to learn quickly to keep wide and head towards the corner flag and whipping pinpoint crosses. Otherwise, he's not going to survive in England. No man now make a cut inside and platter them something there. I don't know if people see that's happening, but nothing. And if you come up against Leeds,
why wouldn't Bailey do it when Callum Hudson-Odoi mesmerized and Pulisic mesmerized EPL defenders week in, week out?
Mesmerize? All right, maybe we have a different definition of mesmerize. I swear to you, Christian Pulisic is not in the top 50 players in the Premier League. If you're taking all the players together, don't mesmerize nobody. Might have a good game, might make a good move in a game. You see anybody clamoring for the signature? I'm asking, is anybody clamoring for the signature of Christian Pulisic? Yeah, man, go ahead.
I want to ask a question based on that point you made, because I'm not readily understanding it. Because if Aston Villa is not a good move for him, you'd have preferred him to be at a Everton or say a Leicester. What will they do different to let him play against those defenders that you're talking about any different?
Okay, so I said to you that Everton was just a selfish move on my part because I believe Everton have some top quality people that I would love to play for Jamaica. But Leicester doesn't play heavily on the wings. Leicester goes through the middle a lot more. And Jamie Vardy doesn't feed off crosses. He feeds off through balls or balls over the top. That was my view. You throw the ball over the top and Vardy is turning on his afterburners. Pretty much same as Iheanacho. Iheanacho is a very quick player. They are built on speed. They're not built and surrounded a target man. Everton is surrounded a target man in Calvin Lewin, right? But as I say, the Everton thing was just my selfish thing. I'd have loved him to be in a team with Ben Godfrey and Mason Woolgate and keep a reason with them to come play for Jamaica. But on a footballing thing, I think Everton would have been the best move. Look, he can go there and he can be competent. That's the first that you want. Go there and be a starter, start for more than half the games in the season, get some goals because they measure goals in England and get a series of assists. Elevate your game. I don't think the Villa coach is not the most impressive coach. He certainly is not a Rafael Benitez, and he certainly is not a Brendan Rodgers, who Brendan Rodgers is a very tactical coach. Benitez is a acclaimed coach, so the coaching level would be different. Sir Mincy and panelists, I think his development would be thing. Aston Villa's also lost what's his name, who has left, the assistant coach, the former player,
John Terry.
John Terry, has left. So again, there's not that stability there. But hey, Leicester's a stable structure, and Leicester's where they need to be. They have a lot of the pieces. They're not going to see any pieces missing. But the fact is, he's gone to Aston Villa.
I can't see Aston Villa as a tiddlywinks team though, in terms of
Aston
players.
Team.
Yeah, it's a mid-team.
And the real problem, coach, is that Aston Villa has a large pool of players to take from in Birmingham. The city is the second biggest city, and there are only really three clubs there. In terms of Birmingham City, which is now a perennial championship team, West Bromwich Albion, which is a yo-yo team, and Villa. So Villa has a large pool of players to select from. There's no rational reason why they should be in the mid-table. They're not like London, where you're scrambling for players. Chelsea, Arsenal, West Brom, West Ham, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Fulham, 7 clubs scrambling.
And that's why I asked.
Over there, so.
And Qatar, that's why I asked the question. We soon give some other person that opportunity. Jay is coming up next. That's why I asked the question: is it a case where he had? I want to coin it correctly, or I want it to come across. Because if Leon Bailey goes to Aston Villa and does well individually, and the team does not do well, would that be a failed move by him? I don't think so, in my estimation. What say you, Jay?
Big up everyone on the panel.
Big up.
Coach, big up yourself. Thanks again for being over here, Also want big up all the new Aston Villa fans in the chat. Would like to know more about the type of player them getting and interested to join the Jamaican forum. Here we talk football and talk about Leon Bailey.
Yeah, man, big up.
All right, the ball of them will watch the program to big them up. Although them gone back at them club, they still find time to check out the program and watch it. All right. So this Bailey move, it's a good move in my opinion. Going to a middle of the table club, build them brand, get more playing time, then pay $30 million for a player. I don't think they're gonna be playing that much for a player and then having sit down on the bench. Him and other immediate plans going forward. I see them breaking the top 6 if they have some more key additions, although they may be losing Grealish. Because I see some promise from the team last year, even in games without Grealish. When I look at the scoreline, I'm like, Villa actually win that game. But also keep in mind, they beat Cranky team twice. They beat my team convincingly once. They also knock off Liverpool. Ryan, when run, John?
Yeah,
they knock off Liverpool. Big time. Then put 7 past Liverpool last season. So it's not no tiddlywinks team we're talking about here. So keep that in mind. So with the ball I'm moving there, sign. I'm not sure the length of the contract, if it's 3 or 4 years,
5 years with
but
there.
5 years them want. Okay. So even with that said, if him dominate and stay healthy is a key. Cause we know when can produce on the field when in playing for the Jamaica team, not Liverpool, Leverkusen. We'll see more him produce in Europe and in the German league. We know his capabilities. Although he has not yet performed at his peak while playing for the national team. I'm not sure if he's playing to orders or what, but he still hasn't performed at his peak yet. But we see glimpses, we see flashes of what he's capable of. Once this player is healthy, I know he can be considered one of the best players in the EPL, although that's a reach because he hasn't been healthy for entire season yet. But we know his skill set, we know his one-on-one skills, we know his speed, we know his technique, left and right foot, left, right wing, multi-dimensional player, dead ball. He scored from the corner kick before. So we're not just talking about a joke baller. So Villa fans, if you're watching and listening or watching on the rewatch, we're getting a really good player. Expect him to wave the Jamaican flag high and represent us well in the EPL. Big up Leon Bailey and represent.
Yeah, my only concern, gentlemen, is the fact if he is going to adapt quick, because adaptation is critical. That's the only worry I'm having where Bailey is concerned. Adaptation as well as if he'd be consistent.
Coach, in Germany, they are two big clubs, and the rest are just also runs. England, the Premier League, you have the Big Six, which is very competitive, and then right down to probably 13. Well, after you get to Crystal Palace, you get into another league. But the first 12 is pretty competitive, very competitive, and there's something to play for. So, I mean, look, other people say with negative and a bad mind, you have to talk the real things. You can't just, okay, fine, Leon Bailey is going to be the greatest thing, he's going to be the next David Beckham up Leon Bailey. And then now, 6 months after, people ask you, are you a comic? Remember, so we have credibility, So, just a couple of things. We don't understand about Aston Villa. Travis
Qatar, don't let
Pesero.
the comment then
No,
detract you from
man,
what
not
you're saying.
distracting. No, but
Okay.
put the question in the comment. Travis Pesero is a new Aston Villa fan. I hope he don't get lost on the way there. Right? No, Villa zero. So, I mean, I'm surprised that Ball Kerr hasn't changed from Man U to Aston Villa. But maybe if Boza goes across. But they don't run to take up Villa. Villa is like, I'm like, all right, there's a heartbreak side. You all have known me before, coach. I gave my antecedents and I answered the two questions. Firstly, I have to declare interest. I've told everybody my cousin is a director at Aston Villa, right? Sandra Lawrence. Go look it up. To run Aston Pride, right? So I have a vested interest. I don't say nothing bad about Villa. My cousin worked there and those things. But Aston Villa has perennially underachieved. They flirted with relegation for a long time before they got relegated, and they have not qualified for Europe in decades.
Katarak, I have to hasten to cut you there because I would believe that one of the teams that we just spoke about, or two of them, both of them, Everton and Leicester, even though Leicester would have won the competition in recent time, they would have been quote-unquote chokers. Because for the past 2 seasons,
but they are better chokers though in terms of better quality.
So choking up tears.
No, I mean in terms of their chokers, but better quality teams.
Formula, don't agree with coach. Leicester City is a small area in the east of Midlands. Small cities. Small.
Overachieving.
Hold on. Who's overachieving? Leicester is not supposed to be up there. Leicester's not a scrub side. If you look, if man I watch football from long
Yeah.
time, hold on, remember man like Muzzy, is it? Right? Gary Lineker. All those men pass through Leicester. Leicester's not a DB side.
Enlighten my intellect, Cataract, because if you're saying that Leicester
hold on, Leicester was
is
a small club.
not that side, then why would
play at the Walkers Stadium? But what I'm saying, the expectation from Leicester fans is less than the expectation from Villa. And the Leicester fans are satisfied. They qualify for Europe. They've got more money in the bank. They're good. Trust me. They moved from the Walker Stadium. So long me I look at Leicester, you know. And they come to the King Power, which has larger seating. They won the league
more
in
people.
recent memory, more things through the turnstile, but obviously COVID has messed that up, right?
Yeah.
They have the Thailand thing, and they have the Thai manager who died, and they're a billionaire, right? But they at Aston Villa, the Midlands is not. It's a heavy place, you know, dog. It's a heavy place, right? I said Paul Wadsworth said Birmingham City doesn't count as a real club. Paul, I let my uncle and my cousins who are boys in the Zulu firm know your name. I bet they know what you say. Just go around this and tell them that now. Birmingham City used to be a perennial Premier League club. Birmingham used to have 2 clubs in the old First Division. It had 2 clubs when the league started, Birmingham City and Aston Villa. Birmingham City just flunders now, right? And Mike Woodburn, you cannot say that Aston Villa is not a big club. Aston Villa is a massive club. You go in there and they have lobster and shrimp in your VIP. That's all there's to go, right? But I would say Aston Villa is better than Everton. I can't agree with that, Homeblood. Can't agree with that. Everton builds a solid squad. Everton attracted a top tier manager. Villa has never attracted that level of manager. Never. The Argentine that recently left to go to Real Madrid. It don't happen. Everton is one of the Aston Villa was one of the big 6 initially. So Leon, let's see. Coach is less than 2 weeks, you know. So all this argument that got done, Villa fans ask you to embrace the youth. All the people them from Aston, you know, Great Bar, Perry Bar, you know, Sutton Coldfield where we live, Erdington, all these places, Neachills, Hockley, Handsworth, the whole Birmingham. You understand? So there's a Birmingham youth, you know, so the whole Neachills, King Standing. My auntie lived this, this is the first go, King Standing, B44. So I know what I talk about. Solly all, the whole Birmingham, pick up on yourself and get a nice Jamaican embracing. You understand? Hockley, Winston Green, Erdington, right round a Basel Heat. Yeah, man, the whole place. We know Birmingham and we know what the expectation is. You understand?
Peter, can I ask a question?
Yeah, man.
How many times have we seen clubs, for instance, finish in the middle of the table in the Premier League, and then struggle the next season?
A lot of times. Because
how many times have we seen that? Like, seriously?
No, I'm just saying to you. When you're mid-table, you generally stay mid-table. The struggle happens with those clubs. So the struggle in the Premier League happened from you reach Newcastle. Newcastle, Brighton, Burnley, those things that's where the struggles are going to be. Generally, for Crystal Palace set, and below Crystal Palace, nothing going to move. You understand? That's what I think there.
Because my thing is, you know, even the season before that, you know, Villa narrowly escaped relegation.
Yeah, but they change up things. They brought in players.
But how many players did they bring in, though? How many players? Remember, you know,
Ollie Watkins.
Leicester City narrowly escaped relegation and won the league the year after.
No, coach, that is an
That's an
anomaly,
anomaly.
coach. That's an
You can't quote that
anomaly,
as a
coach.
fact.
Look, I'm
Whether
not saying
it's
they didn't bring in players, I know they brought in players, Yes, Ollie Watkins was one of them, right? But it's not like they had a. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from memory, from going off memory, I don't remember them bringing in a whole ton load of players.
No,
It was mostly, remember, you know,
Villa's Academy.
remember,
Villa's Academy. I remember I told people about academies. The
yeah,
Villa
them have one of the top
area
academy.
for the academy is huge. Villa and West Brom here, because most people don't go to Birmingham Academy, right? They go to either West Brom Academy or Villa. If you come from the West Midlands and they say you want to go, or if you don't have ambition, you might go to the Black Country, Wolverhampton, but that's still the West Midlands. You understand? So, that's the thing there. I mean, it's 2 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have to bear on the debate. We just wish Liam Bailey all the best and look forward to see him doing. And as I said, big up the Villa fans them.
My thing is Leverkusen was supposed to be the stepping stone.
Well, it is a stepping stone into the Premier League. It has shown, but he has moved from a club that qualifies for Europe to one that's not playing in Europe. So I don't know.
I personally think is a step down. Look, I'm not saying that Bailey can go there and do well, Right? I'm not saying, but I think the reverse is true. Well,
I want him to be careful. Detriment's podcast. Matty Cash, decent player. Martinez, top Premier League level goalkeeper. Ross Barkley's on loan. We don't know if Ross Barkley is going to be a permanent signing. Diame Traore, not Adami. The Traore that is there is no Adami Traore, right? Ollie Watkins, the best signing.
I don't consider even a Traore a top player, in my opinion.
No, that's what I've said. He's not Adami Traore. So he's just a regular thing. Right?
Cash, I think, is a decent player.
No, I said he is.
Cash is a decent player.
Matty Cash.
Yeah, I think he's a decent player. Yeah.
Remember, I would have had to watch Villa in the Premier League when in the Championship when Leeds was there. Right? So then the day that Championship we do one at a time and we watch them and we know the ball of them. But Villa brings you a lot of youth from the academy. That's what they do in recent times. You see what I'm saying?
Because my thing is, if memory serves me right, Villa was like even you would call an above mid-table team for a while before they got dragged into the relegation scrap and then eventually got relegated. Remember, Villa was aside at one point in time.
Flirty with relegation. Always flirty with
relegation.
Man,
I remember there was a point in time where Villa was challenging for Europa League in particular.
Yeah, but they started flirting with relegation for about 4 seasons before they got relegated. They're doing what Newcastle is doing now. Just escaping a week or two before, and then sometime your luck runs out. But I saw Top Ket say that Bertrand Traore is greater than Adama Traore. I don't hear anybody showing any interest in signing Bertrand Traore. There are a lot of people, including Leeds and Liverpool, who want to sign Adama Traore. Yeah, so. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not convinced about it. I think I hold Leon Bailey in very high regard, right? I think that the player has the ability to start at a top 6 club. I do, or a club that is better placed than an Aston Villa. That's just me personally. I think the player is underrated. I think the player is a good quality player, right? I mean, I think it's entirely a possibility that because we have seen clubs spend a whole heap of money, We have seen clubs spend a whole heap of money and still get relegated, We have seen that, right? So, yes, it depends on the players that the club brings in as well.
Spend a whole lot of money and get relegated.
Yes, man. We have seen clubs spend hundreds.
Fulham do that all the time.
Fulham do it all the time. Queen's Park Rangers did it as well. Spent a good penny and end up making a swift return to the championship. So, my whole thing is that I would not be surprised if I see Aston Villa in a relegation scrap this year if they don't have Jack Grealish.
So don't you believe that the coach will make a difference?
I don't think I won't say relegation scrap because I think they're going if they invest some of the 100 million, of which they're going to tell you that they already invested 35 of it in Bailey.
If Cataract,
Right?
if another
No,
if.
I'm just saying, right?
Jason is asking you that question, formula on the screen.
QPR crowd. Yeah,
No,
but
not that. Sorry, it that slide from.
Listen,
No, man, that's not the question. That's not the question.
But formula, you're correct. You have two different approaches to when you get promoted. You have the Norwich approach, which is okay. We know we are going back down, so we now spend $1, right? And Norwich don't buy the big players.
Here
Right?
it is.
They're satisfied to go back down. And you have the Fulham approach.
Yeah.
We are up by everybody who is everybody. But I just want to say, somebody asked about players who get bought and can't do thing. Nicolas Pepe was burning up League One in France as a winger. And came there, and the Arsenal fans will tell you, say, struggled. He has struggled. So
League One different from Bundesliga, in my opinion.
It's in the same level of the top 5 leagues I want. England, Spain, Italy, Germany, France. They not change. And then comes Portugal. That's the 6. That's the 6 leagues. When you look at the Champions League knockout stage, that's where you're going to find the teams from. That's the top 6 leagues in Europe. And then you go to the second tier, which would be the Dutch.
Yeah, but you don't think the pace of the game moves a bit quicker in Germany than in France?
No. Germany is a technical game. And I don't watch a lot of it. I just watch the teams when they're in Europe.
I respectfully
All
disagree.
right, let us list the top 6 teams, formula.
In the Premier League. All right, let me answer the question.
Yeah, answer it, and then we'll list the top team.
Yes, Jason, you do have a point, but I would have preferred for Leon to stay at Bayer Leverkusen in terms of stay at a club that was one of the best clubs, so to speak, in that respective league, right? Rather than go to a club where I'm joking when I say this, but I think people are gonna blast me when I say this, right? But
don't say it.
No, me no business. Me I gotta talk it same way, right? As slim as a possibility as it is, I would not be surprised if Leon Bailey end up in the championship the season when this season finish. I would not be surprised. I would me no business and nobody wants it. I would not be surprised if Aston Villa get relegated. I'm not saying it's going to happen, I am not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying I would not be surprised, right? I would not be surprised. But so I would have personally preferred Leon Bailey to stay. I think he would have had a better chance at making a big move, staying at Bayer Leverkusen, than going to a club that could potentially struggle in Aston Villa. That's me personally.
All right. So
formula, answer a question now. List the top 6 clubs.
Top 6 club in England. You have Manchester City.
No, but are you asking performance-wise? Are you asking who is the big 6?
Generally speaking, yes, are based on like last season.
No, we're not talking about last season.
Generally speaking, all right. Generally speaking, the top 6 are Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Tottenham, and Arsenal. Those are generally speaking, the top 6.
And this question is not to downplay Leon's ability, because like you, I do believe he's a quality baller. You understand? But of those top 6 clubs that you'd have named, you think him could have walked in at any of those 6 clubs and get a start right now?
Well, I don't think the player would walk into those clubs and get a start. But I do think that he has the talent to, if he goes to those clubs and some of those clubs and buckles down, I do believe the player could eventually force his way into one of those clubs. I mean, certain clubs are out of the equation.
So what are you
Obviously,
advocating
Liverpool is
for
out of the equation.
Are you advocating for him to be in a club just for name or just just to avoid relegation then?
I would have preferred him to be in a better circumstance than what he is in right now. Not even necessarily a top 6 traditional club, because all we are going, right now it could be, even though from a traditional standpoint, Leicester is not a top 6 club. I mean, right now, if you talk about top 6 from a performance standpoint, Leicester would have
Villa
to be
is a traditional top 6 club.
You think so?
So, coach.
I know
you think so?
I know
All
so.
right. I'm not challenge upon that because I know that they have had. I mean, this is a club that has contended in Europe, and if I'm not mistaken, won a European title.
Yeah.
Right. So I know it's a traditional club, but my whole thing is, I would have preferred the player to be in a better situation. Leicester, I think he could go to Leicester and start.
So here's the question, guys, because I think we're missing.
Hold on.
Let me talk, Keter. I'm gonna talk. So here's the point we're missing. So we're talking about he should have gone to Leicester. Did Leicester pursue him?
And that's why I said I thought it was better for the player to stay at Bayer Leverkusen than to go to Aston Villa.
But why would you say he's going to make more money? He's going to have more visibility. He's playing for a side that did okay last year. He's replacing a legend in the side. So if he's good enough, he should be stepping into his shoes. Why would he need to stay at Leverkusen? What is he doing at Leverkusen that's going to get him to where he hasn't been before?
My thing is that Leverkusen would have provided a more certain, a more stable environment.
You mean certain? Right? You mean that being on the Champions League and being just also run in Germany?
No, there are a number of factors, right? There are a number of factors, right? No, boss, what are you talking about? Bayer Leverkusen has played in the Champions League in recent seasons. Leon Bailey has played.
They're not playing the Champions League next year. They're not
playing in the Champions League next year, right?
Right.
But they are a team that in recent years have played in the Champions League. Leon Bailey himself has played in the Champions League in two separate seasons, right? They are a team that is perennially in Europe, right? For the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Facts, right?
So formula. There is one league, and then there are the others. Let me say that again.
I get that,
but formula is like. Go ahead.
Stan. My thing is, Villa could do well this season, right? They could. But I would not be surprised if Villa don't do well this season either. And that is my point. The Premier League is...
But formula, if he's good enough formula, he will demonstrate his capability, just like Grealish did, right? So Grealish played on this team. Grealish showed how good he was, even though they were relegated, came back up, and he showed his quality, which then allowed him to make a move for 100 million, right? If he's good enough, as you think he is, and as the Jamaican population think he is, his class will show, and he get the move that he desires.
Hold on, Cranky. There's a number of different variables, my boss, right? For starters, remember me just saying, say as much as Murray Bailey, he's not on a Jack Grealish level, I just said that. He's not on a Jack Grealish level, as much as I rate the player, right? 1. 2, Jack Grealish, from my understanding of it, correct me if I'm wrong, he basically grew up in Aston Villa. He's very used to the surroundings, and the fans take to him, they love him. Leon Bailey is moving to unfamiliar territory. He has never played in the Premier League. It's a tougher league. It's a different environment. Plus, you have to bear in mind too that, yes, a team can perform poorly and a player does well. But the reverse is also true, right? A team's performance can affect a player's individual performance as well.
No, I mean, we can't dispute that. But okay,
especially when the player is new, moving to a new league, new environment. You don't want to take that sort of risk. Better go to a better club, a more stable environment.
So I think Formula will agree to disagree. I think it's a good move for the player. You have some reservations about the move and implications for the player. And it's difference of opinion. We're not going to have a consensus here. I believe when you get to be on the stage, when you're in the limelight, if you're good enough, you'll be seen. and you get the move you desire or the move that you should get because you're playing at a certain level. I saw him play. I know he's a good player. We've seen him in the Bundesliga. Didn't do well in the tournament, but tournaments are a one-off situation, and it's not necessarily a way of evaluating players a lot of times. A lot of players don't play well in tournament, but play well over a longer season. That's where you judge a person's capability. So hopefully he does well. And the people in the chat who think that, because people criticize Bailey, they don't like Bailey, that's contrary to opinion. We want Bailey to do well, but if he doesn't do well, we're going to express our perspective on his performance. Nothing wrong with that.
Is Leon Bailey one of the best wingers in the Bundesliga? Did he have one of the highest goal contributions for a winger in the Bundesliga this season?
His stats were good. His stats were good. His
performances were good. I watched a number of Bayer Leverkusen games this season, right? Did Bayern Munich not put in a massive bid for Leon Bailey a couple of seasons ago? My thing is that I think Leon Bailey is better than Aston Villa.
So, Formula, here's the difference.
They wanted Bailey to be the Robin replacement. Remember that in a Frankie.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing we gotta understand. There are people who've gone to Bayern and haven't done well because competition is fierce. So maybe it was a smart move in his part. Second, the Premier League is a different league. The speed of the game is nothing you've seen before as players. That's why some players struggle. Like Pepe struggled on my team. Very good players struggle to adapt, right? So you have to acclimate yourself to the league. You have to adapt to the league. It's very, very challenging. The players are better. It is quicker. It's harder. The criticism is more. It's a much more watched league. Expectations are greater. But if you're good enough, the quality will shine. And we hope he's good enough, and we hope he plays well.
So, Coach, I wanted to answer the question that you asked in a different perspective. That's why I asked you about the Big Six, Coach. The Big Six are clubs from a financial perspective who have the financial clout. But the Premier League next year is going to be 20 years of the Premier League. Right? Sorry, nearly 30 years of the Premier League. What am I talking about? Premier League started in 1992. And we'll just give you the top 10 clubs in the Premier League based on how they finish over the 20 years, the various positions. Number 1 is Manchester United. Number 2 is Arsenal. Number 3 is Liverpool. Number 4 is Chelsea. Number 5 is Spurs. And number 6 is Everton. Number 7 is Newcastle. Number 8 is Aston Villa. Number 9 is Manchester City. And number 10 is West Ham. Because some people's memory are short. So Aston Villa will be in your top 8 clubs in terms of, or in top 10 clubs in terms of the Premier League history. Leicester nowhere inside there, because Leicester just come out recently in terms of positioning. So let us see what happens. My friend Formula is the general for talking, saying both sides of the story. Great Spanish machine. Expect him to do well. Expect Villa to stay up, but expect Villa to get relegated.
When did I say I expect Villa to
get relegated? You said you expect Villa to get relegated?
No, I never said that. No, and that's why you must.
So
that's
why he said he wouldn't be surprised.
I said I would not be surprised if Villa got relegated.
That is the alleged Barcelona. So I'm asking him now, Coach. Will Aston Villa be relegated?
Boss, I am not a fortune teller. I can do have a ball, a crystal ball. I can look into ball.
So no, that the people who go to the betting shop have a crystal ball, but they put down them bet.
Who tell us he's a betting man, boss?
So I will answer the question and says no. There are 3 worse teams than them, and they will not be relegated.
Did Sheffield United?
Hold on.
Did Sheffield United the season before last season do well the season before that? What happened to Sheffield the season after?
So I've asked you to come out and say, and once again, I've asked you a simple question. Will Aston Villa, in your opinion, based on your analysis, hold on now, will Aston Villa be relegated?
Lord God, man, good God, man. What Alex there? Lord God, man, good God, man. Formula, come on, man.
But this is how
Good
Formula
I
luck,
would
operates.
man.
not be
Formula like to play
surprised.
both sides, and you can't
Yes,
No,
commit
I'm
him.
not.
100%.
First
Then
of
he
all,
says,
no,
"I've
that
never
Hold
said
on.
that." Definitively.
Stand cranky. I asked
hold
about
on,
a direct question. I would
hold
like
on,
to
hold on.
answer.
I don't play
Yes,
both
Tenet,
sides,
I
right?
knew
I am a
they were
very,
scouting him.
Ask a
I am a
straight
very
question.
analytical
No,
individual,
no, you
right?
hedge your bet all the
Critical
time,
anal.
Alan. You,
No,
you
no,
hedge
no,
your
it's not.
bet. You hedge your bet.
No, 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 no. It's not about hedging.
Will Villa be relegated next year?
Boss, I am not a fortune teller. I don't have
No,
a crystal ball.
No,
Hold
no.
on. Let me add,
I
boss.
just said it. I
Let me
just
add.
gave
I
a
cannot
Formula.
speak
I gave an
Formula.
opinion,
definitively.
right? Formula.
I cannot speak definitively. I would not be surprised if it happens, but I don't think
I
it will.
wouldn't be surprised
I
if it rains
don't think
tomorrow.
it will.
Formula. I wouldn't be
I
surprised if it rains
don't.
tomorrow. It looks
I
cloudy.
don't.
It looks cloudy. I wouldn't be surprised if it rains tomorrow.
I don't think they will get relegated. All right. No,
Coach,
no. I don't think they will get relegated. I
coach,
don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
coach.
Okay?
I would be surprised if Formula gave an answer for the question. That's what would surprise me.
Formula.
And coach,
Formula.
Formula is very.
Mm.
He's
very
very
important
economical in his response.
I am challenging Shatta to come on the program. Nobody
But
stay
that's
there
a
comment
Shatta
show
now
out
reach,
of
man.
it.
Shatta
This is
robot.
Shatta with a reg, coach. That means Shatta one of your dopes. Come see with a reg. He's Shatta moderator. Come on here and stop chat. Let me
Stop
get it
type.
clap you up here, so. Be typing. But,
I invited Balaker to come on, and he said, "No, I'm good." I'm saying, "No, we don't want you good. You would like to debate behind a typewriter? Come on the program and debate. Don't stay in the typewriter and typing away."
Hold on. Z gaming. Why you say that, boss? Leon Bailey, I just want him to go.
I'm not surprised if he doesn't do well.
Hold on. I want, first of all, I want Leon Bailey to do well. Do I think he will? Yes. But
So
I
if he
want
do well,
hold
the
on.
team now
Coach,
stay up.
stop interrupting me. Jesus of mercy, coach. Me know you're sure, coach. But look, my thing is, I want Leon Bailey to go to the best circumstance, the best set of circumstance that will have a higher likelihood of him doing well. There's a higher degree of certainty that the player will do well. Better circumstances, a better situation to help guarantee the player more success. That's all I want.
Stop wrapping up that blanket. Stop wrapping up that blanket.
But at the same time,
we have seen players light up the Premier League, and play for relegated clubs, We have
at the
seen
same
players doing
time,
very well for
Formula.
relegated clubs. Yes, Dre.
Check this out still, Formula. At the same time, you say you want him going to a bigger club with a chance for him to do better. How am I going to do better if he's going to a bigger club and spend more time on the bench than on the field, though?
Hey, Jay,
Hold on. And that's where you and I differ, because I respect Bailey's talent very highly. I think that there are a number of better clubs in England that Bailey, given his mindset, his fighter mentality, and also his skill set, I think the player will eventually, or could eventually, fight his way into a starting.
Name a top 6 team, a big team that Bailey would have gone and start than when would have come into the situation at Aston Villa right now, though.
Boss, hold on. Dre, I was not. Dre, for starters, I was not advocating from day one, for Bailey to go to make a move to a top 6 club, I never said that. I want him to go into a better club than
No, but you did talk about Leicester. Leicester is a top 6 club for the last season.
Leicester is a top 6 club.
About a top 6.
Exactly. Leicester, not from a traditional standpoint, but in recent seasons, in the last couple of seasons, Leicester has been a top 6 club, a club who has even won the Premier League. I believe that Leon Bailey could start at Leicester.
No, look, that's possible. But if you think about players like Salah, De Bruyne, those players came to Chelsea, couldn't get into the team, left, and came back to the league and did really, really well. Mm-hmm. It's very difficult when you have stiff competition. If you're not producing week in, week out, or get the opportunity, people may not be able to see you play, right? And then that becomes very, very difficult. I think if he starts at Villa and he plays well, then he gets a chance to make that move that you think he should make, or that he desires. But you can't wrap him in wool blanket, formula, and make sure everything at the stars all align so he goes in and be successful. You have to take risk in life. It's like you invest your money, you buy a house, you buy and invest a stock. You're taking risk. He's taking a
But
risk,
Cranky, you
but
take good
hopefully,
risk,
it's
not
managed
bad
risk,
risk.
huh?
You take good risk, Cranky, not bad risk.
I don't think there's good risk in it.
But
You take
hold on.
managed risk, I call it.
Let me ask a question, Cranky,
Well,
because
good.
Go
Formula
ahead.
seem to be the center man tonight, you know. Anyways, if he stays at he's at Villa now. He plays well, and the team not do well, or they get relegated. What would you say about his type of season? Because if he play well, you have to give him credit of playing well. Now, if he goes to a more certain situation
Mm-hmm.
where he starts out half of the season doing well, drop
Mm-hmm.
in form or dip in form, and
Mm-hmm.
then him start rub the bench, as we Dre said, and his team progress probably stay in the 7-8 or 7-6 in the Europa. That would be a progressive season for him.
I don't think they have to make Europa for him to do for the team. If the team finish anywhere between 8 and 12, 13 for that matter, he plays extremely well, just like Palace does. And Zaha almost got his move to us or to another team. Or if you think about Buendia, who went to the championship and is now going to Villa, it's a step up for him. Think about Ben White, who was at Leeds on loan, did really well, went back to Brighton, and we paid 50 mil. Think about Maguire, think about Madison, all those players who started out lower. Think about Vardy, for Christ's sake, who started up in the wilderness. There are a bunch of players who started up in the lower league, progressed through the ranks to teams who are in the bottom half of the table, and eventually got a big move. So Bailey is no different. I know Bailey is the as we call this, the star person, the poster child for the team, and
Cranky,
everyone.
Cranky.
Wait, Formula. You talk about interruption. Let me finish.
True,
You can
true,
interrupt me.
true.
Bailey's the star man, and we all want him to do well. It's not just one person, because if he does well, he can, as Kostarak mentioned before, which I think is important, he can influence other players in the Premier League to come and play for Jamaica. Or he's in a really profile league. Jamaican. Every time you talk about Liam Bailey, I say the Jamaican footballer. They're not saying just Liam Bailey. The Jamaican player, the Jamaica international. So that's always going to be in people's mind. If he plays well, give us more prominence, give himself more prominence. No matter where they are in the league, he'll get that move he desires. Because when you get relegated, people are trying to raid your team. Think about teams that get relegated that have very good teams. People are trying to raid your team to pick the best players.
In today's day and age, we are seeing an increasing trend where when teams get relegated, they try and hold on to their best players to
Yeah,
make a quick and
formula.
return.
You don't hold on to anybody if somebody wants them in Europe. This is not the American sports league. Grealish is £100 million. You think Villa don't want to hold on to him? Ben White is
Yeah, but
50 million. You think Brighton want to hold on to him? If
yeah.
you're good enough, someone's gonna buy you.
Hold on.
Doesn't matter which team you play for.
Doesn't matter which team you play for. Exactly.
Hold on. For starters, we have seen a trend where teams who have gotten relegated have tried to hold and have successfully held on to their best players because the returns might possibly be greater to make a hasty return.
Formula.
I think you guys are missing one thing as well too, one key factor as well, Leon Bailey is from a small market. It affects his transfer price. And I don't think you guys are acknowledging that.
Formula.
So yes, Bailey is playing for a team, he gets relegated. There's no guarantee that a team will come with some big money, big amount of money. If you're a Jamaican footballer, it depends on how well he does too, as well. Yes, that is true.
So that's the point, I think.
Yeah, but it's a lot of ifs that as well. That me I talk about.
That's not an if. Then we are say if and you are say if too.
Yeah, but I wanna bring up the first if, so me have to respond with another if.
No, the point is
we'll call it if from now on.
Once a team as a player that is doing well, and if the team gets relegated, let me use the word if, they are going to, anybody who needs or desire the service of that player will go after the player because he's good. And I
That's
think
true,
that's
but
the
the
point
club,
Cranky is trying to something to bring
that's true,
across.
but the club won't necessarily let him go, especially a club like Villa that has great aspiration. Look at Grealish. Look at Grealish, for instance. That's a good example. We have seen
So why they
teams.
want to let go Grealish?
Formula. Here's what you're missing. Formula. Nobody put the right money on the table. Formula. Here's what you're missing in English football, in European
Mhm,
football. Period. If the
mhm.
right money go on the table, everybody can be Neymar was purchased,
If
for Christ's sake.
if
Neymar was purchased.
if and one of the factors that could affect whether the right money hits the table is Leon Bailey's nationality. He is
That has
from
nothing to
a
do with it. If
small,
you're good enough,
yes,
people are gonna
it
buy
has
you.
a
No, that's
no,
nonsense.
it has a
That's
big deal to do.
Formula. That's
No,
nonsense.
Hold on.
Nonsense.
no, no,
Nonsense.
no, 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 no.
Nonsense.
No, first of all, hold on. I have never
Well, I make
called
you
your
hear a Marlon
opinion.
as a
I
formula.
have never called your opinion cranky nonsense. Second of all, it is not nonsense. The fact of the matter is, when a player is from a much, why you think American players are so highly desirable? If that argument is nonsense, cranky, why you think American
So
players
that
are so
means
highly desirable, cranky?
Adebayor,
Come
Bissouma.
on.
No. I'm just gonna name a bunch of players who come from like Togo, all those countries, and get the opportunity to play at the highest level. You're saying your national, if you're a very, very good player, your nationality precludes you from
I
getting
never, you see,
transferred.
the thing is, I never say preclude in a cranky.
What did you
Cranky,
say?
you're putting words in my mouth.
So tell me what you're saying.
I
Okay.
said the nationality can affect the price. It can affect the price, and it can even affect the price dramatically.
So wait, good or bad? It
What
affect
you
the
think?
price. It
What
brings
you
the price
think?
down or brings the price up? Wait.
Frankie,
It bring it
answer
down
that.
or bring it up? No,
Hold on.
formula. Let him finish.
Frankie,
Let him finish. Catarina, let him finish. Does
Boss,
it bring it down or bring it up?
boss, you said what are you asking? You're not listening to what I'm saying, boss.
Well, I'm
Boss,
listening. I'm listening.
you said big money can drop on table if Bailey plays for a relegated club and the
Yes.
club buys Leon Bailey. And I am
Yes.
saying, and you are saying the money talks, right?
Yes.
Cash talk and BS works, right?
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
I am saying to you that Leon Bailey's nationality, right,
Yeah.
plays a part in it, right? Clubs might not throw as much money as they would at another player because of his nationality can affect the transfer, the price tag, affect it to a level where Villa does not have or does not feel like it's in their best interest to let him go for that price. Fox boss. Why you think English players are so expensive? Why you think English players are so expensive? Their nationality.
No, but hold on. Formula. You're not correct.
You're confusing so many things you don't realize it.
Start. We make it. You and him go back and forth.
Go
You
ahead.
guys are not understanding what I'm saying because you're putting even words in my mouth when you say preclude. I never said preclude, boss. And because you hear the word preclude,
Hold on.
because you hear the word preclude, you think you're fooling me at that. But me never said the word preclude, boss. That is the problem. You're not fully, in tune with what I'm saying.
So,
All right, Qatar, answer the point.
Formula. I say to you that 30, are you saying that the $30 million valuation for Leon Bailey is not the correct valuation?
Because
that
of
the
his
club
nationality.
didn't get what Bayer Leverkusen didn't get what it wanted because of his nationality. Because from what I heard, this is around, it was about 34, between 35 million, and there might be some add-ons or something like that, right? Can you correct me if I'm wrong? But this was his valuation.
You are twisting my words, boss. But
no, I am asking a question. You're saying that the player's
that question is not relevant. No, that question is not relevant.
So can I say something?
Hold on. Let me answer it. Would Bailey's price tag been higher if he was of a different nationality?
No.
English, German, French, etc., etc. That is facts, boss. It would have been much
I am telling you
higher.
I'm telling you what the facts
We're not
are.
talking about what Leverkusen was asking for. We are talking about the valuation of the player. It would have been a lot higher had Leon Bailey had a different nationality.
An English player would be valued. An English player would be valued higher than an overseas player because you have certain rules you have to follow, and the book value of an English player is always going to be higher.
The tax thing higher England too,
Yes, and you're also going to get your ratings because most British people love to see British players. They love to see the
Yeah.
white hair, blonde hair, blue boy playing football. Harry Kane, Jack Grealish, Mason Mount, Phil Foden. They like to see those.
Boss,
Right?
it doesn't matter
But
why the value.
just hold on a second. What I'm saying to you. How much did Nicolas Pepe transfer to the Bundesliga, to the Premier League for?
It would have been higher cataract because he's not British.
No, I'm just asking. It's in and around the same thing. About 40 million you pay for Pepe.
74.
74 million. Right?
Million euros?
No
We
pounds.
only did in
$1 million.
pounds. We only did in pounds. We only did in pounds.
Right. And so Liam Bailey thing is not getting wingers. That's about the going price. You know, we get $100 million for a winger. 100 million
Boss,
pounds.
I
So
never said
it don't affect them. It don't affect
that.
them.
It does. It
Don't
does,
affect
boss.
price
It
of buckle.
does.
So here's the thing. Here's what formula is saying. Here's formula is
Common
saying.
sense on my
We're
business.
not formula. Let me see what you're saying. You're saying if Villa gets relegated and you want to buy Leon Bailey, right? If his price is high, they don't want you to buy him, then teams will not want to pursue him because he may not have the commercial appeal as an American player or players from other countries. Is that what you're saying?
No, boss, that's not what I'm saying.
So then I'm confused.
I am saying that teams might not be willing to put in the amount of money that it is required to persuade Villa to sell because of his nationality. That is what I am saying.
So elaborate. Why wouldn't they?
Please
You
don't
mean elaborate? Boss, have you not been listening to what I've been saying for like the past hour, boss? I don't understand, Cranky.
So I use a term.
But his performance on the field. His performance on the field gonna dictate his price value regardless of what nationality he's from.
That is the
Bottom
main
line.
requirement. Yes, it is the main. Yes, Dre, that it is the main. It is the main. That's fact. But nationality plays a part in it as well.
All right, formula. Leon is moving to Villa on a 5-year contract, right? Valuation of 30 million. That 5 years, right? You're gonna go up to probably around 45, 48 million. If he have a good season this season, right? Double digit assists. That valuation was there $45 million. That gonna go in between 50 and 60. Cause guess what? Your performance incentive gonna bring it up there, right?
True.
With this that Leverkusen have with Leverkusen have now and Aston Villa, you could take this Aston Villa side and put in the Bundesliga to compete, and they'll be somewhere around the top 8 up to the top 4 right there.
Fair point. I get
That's
that.
what's from there. This is a team. Remember, the team that relegated. This is Aston Villa is what the 9th most valuable team in English football right now. So the players are there. We even talking about relegation. If you look at the players they have now, that's why I said they are stacked with international. Right? The players they have there, I think they're a little bit short on the centre back position. But the players they have there now, if Leon come in and settle in with this team, they're gonna be up there in the top 8 position in the Premier League this season. Remember, they're getting back their top striker now. Wesley, the Brazilian striker, Brazilian international, is coming back. Didn't kick a ball last season. That injured the season, they almost got relegated.
Wesley.
So you're having Ali Watkins now. You're getting a Brandy coming in. Whether Jack Grealish goes or stay. If Grealish goes, you might end up with a James Ward-Prowse or Cantwell coming in. So that's more attacking threat with Liam Bailey. So we're just looking for good things for him. But once he's settled in the early part of the season and he's fit and ready to go, you will get the best out of him.
Yeah, but Marlon, here's the thing. Villa has about £140 million to spend in this transfer window.
Yeah.
Right? They were spending about 40 before they bought Bailey, before they sold Grealish. That means they may not invest all the 100 million get for Grealish, but they have a lot of money to spend. And the American owners that they have are not satisfied with where they are in the table. So if you go in a discounted COVID period, we can get people at 20% less than you were before, 25%. They can go out and buy 3-4 more very, very good players, especially on the French league, which is struggling with no TV rights, to bring into their team to supplement their team. I'm not sure why they wouldn't get better players, more players, a bigger squad to allow them to compete.
Boss, has those transfers been made as yet? Is it certain? Is it certain?
Formula. Listen,
Is it
formula.
certain?
The transfer market has been. The transfer market will be severely affected by the Euro and the Copa America and all these tournaments that have been taking place across the globe.
Yes.
You will see the market pick up significantly in the next 2 weeks.
True, but you are going off of speculation.
They didn't have £100 million to spend before they decided to negotiate Man City.
Boss, you don't know what they would do with the £100 million. You don't know what, and you don't know if they will bring in players that are tried, tested, and proven in the Premier League. You don't know if they could bring in players like Leon Bailey who are not used to the Premier League, and you don't know how they will react.
But Formula, they have already identified James Ward-Prowse. Right? No, this is what I'm saying. They have identified.
Did they put in 25 million for James Ward-Prowse, Formula?
They put 25 million for James Ward-Prowse.
Formula is not listening to you, Marla. He's not listening to us. He's on his own agenda.
I'm answering the question.
You're not listening.
I'm answering the question. Have they gotten Ward-Prowse as yet?
No, there was a bid of 25 million that was turned down. And Aston Villa are going back now, the 28 million valuation. So if Jack Grealish goes, right, there's Todd Cantwell and James Ward-Prowse are the two main persons, right? And they're looking at another centre back.
Will those clubs sell their players?
Formula, you can't argue that as a formula. You can't say, you know what? You can't say I don't have the foresight to prognosticate something in the future. And then we're giving you a point that they have 100 million.
It's about Baelish.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
All of this is uncertainty. We don't know how this project will pan out.
What I'm saying, the guys value around 28 to 30 million dollars. So they bid 25 million. They say to come back again with a better offer on the table. So if they go now, right? They go with that 30 million offer. It's a big possibility that Ward-Prowse will go there. Todd Cantwell is another player as well. I think the centre back, they're still looking for another centre back. But right now, we just said the formula. They have 100 million to spend. And formula view is they haven't bought anybody yet. They're not going to buy anymore. We're not sure. Like you can't argue like that.
My argument, no, but you are arguing the opposite. So why you can argue the opposite? But
no, because I just told you they have £100 million to spend, right?
How many Premier League teams have had
they're going to bank it. They're going to bank it for me. They're going to bank it. They're going to bank it. They're going to bank it.
They're not going to sit on it.
It's not about. I'm not saying they're going to sit on it. I am saying there's no guarantees that the players that they will bring in, right, will give them that desired level of improvement. The player could
including Bailey, by the way. Including Bailey.
I agree with you, right? All my argument is that the player could have gone to an environment where a higher level of success there was more certainty, more guarantee. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let's move on from this because people them are left the track now. Formula the man them say.
If them bring in
them say them are cut because too much.
Them can cost me all them want. If them bring in
them say them are cut.
If them bring in that the ball, they a whole heap of ifs. A whole heap of ifs that. Yeah man, we can move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Coach,
let's move on.
We can talk some Jamaican Reggae Boyz football now.
We can talk some track and field. We can talk some track and field.
Leon Bailey and a Reggae Boy.
No, Aston Villa we are talking about now. We stop talking about Bailey and the man.
We can talk track and field, we never talk football. Some people are very versatile in their sports knowledge and the sports that they follow. We can talk about track and field. We don't have to talk football.
Everything.
And cricket too.
Let me ask this. This player, Kaim Paris, he seemed to be doing pretty well over there in Slovenia, right? Do you believe that?
First division too.
Right, and he's the leading goal scorer today.
In the first division now, today?
Yeah.
So
coach, I'm going to say this, coach.
You can just give us the facts, coach. I mean, I don't watch Slovenian football. I'm not versed like these other man. I don't watch stuff. So
if I'm telling you that he's the leading goal scorer, that's not facts?
No, man, I'm asking how many goals, how many assists, how many games. Just the stats.
Oh, you want additional facts.
The stats.
So coach, can I say this? If a player,
I say this. Ask a question. So, Aston, I ask respectfully. I allow the stand formula show to go on, but can I?
But no. It's the same point I'm making. But I'm gonna say this, coach. If the player is not playing a league like Premier League level, I don't want to have a conversation about it. I'm sorry, but I've seen the quality that we have had so far. I've seen what has been done to date. If you're not playing in a if you're not playing at a certain level, not that mean you have to be in Premier League.
No, but Stan, with due respect,
Yeah.
if I ask a question, you can't just cut out the question and put a point and say, you know what? I would like to know, squad, seriously, what is the stats of Kareem Paris? I'm interested to know.
But he was the second division of Premier League.
I saw the game today with him.
Yes, transfer to the first division.
He's in the first division now.
Yeah, but he was in the second division before, right?
Yeah.
And weren't those the stats we're talking about?
No, I'm talking
No,
about
the leading goal scorer in the first division now.
Okay.
Yeah, so he scored a double today for his team, Copper. He had a very, very good game. Basically playing as a second striker on the left hand side.
First game, Marlon.
Second
How
game.
many games have been played? The second game, and how many goals?
Yeah. No disrespect.
Three goals in 2 games.
3 goals in 2 games. That's a very good return.
But
Congratulations.
what I'm saying now, you're seeing that the level is at now. It's not the second division that I said was equal to the RSP. Right? You're seeing his quality. I think he still needs to work on his physical. But if he can get up to 15 goals this season, he will definitely be out of Sabina.
Well, where would he go to, Marlon? What would the next step be? Where would he go to?
There's a lot of Eastern European side in it. I think Austria could be a good step for him. Somewhere probably Red Bulls. They normally go for young talents a lot. Austria is there. Croatia as well.
How old is he? What's his age?
21. It's gonna be 21 this year. I think it's 21 November.
Young enough.
It's basically it is what third official season in European football, and it's doing very, very well. If you compare to what he was doing last season, you see where he's working on his physical part of the game. So let's just wish him luck and see how the season go for him.
3 games, 3 goals.
Yeah, man, big up yourself. Kareem Paris. Love to see them.
Yeah, man, he scored in the second game and he scored in the third game as well.
So here's why I said that. Here's what I said, that I don't want to focus on players when at a certain level, because we're a month away from the start of World Cup qualifiers. If you're going to bring new players into the program, to me, they have to play at a certain level to get an opportunity. They should be tried and tested, not being tested. So I'm not sure why I would want to take a risk on a player to come to the program at this point.
No, he's not a new player, Cranky.
No, I understand, but he hasn't proved himself at the highest level.
No, but we weren't cranky. We weren't saying to put him in the top of team. I think the people were just bringing information. Coach was bringing information about the Jamaican player.
Right, because you people said to change the topic.
A young player doing well in Europe.
Very good topic, Coach. Thank you for the information. And big up Kareem Paris. Keep scoring, keep banging them in. And I would support it because anybody we can find in net. Because certainly it's not Boza.
Yeah, man, he must score a goal. And I think he's a
goal. And Kemaru scored today as well. And the return,
Kemaru scored.
Yeah.
So the Scottish Premier League start 3-0 over Livingston. So the start of the defense of their title.
The beat up people. Yeah, man.
They'll win again because Celtic lost today, so they'll win again. So it's a 2-team league or a 1-team league nowadays?
Well, it's like 1-0.
Boza scored today.
Boza scored today. It was disallowed. And he has now been given the number 10 jersey.
Yeah. Look very heavy on him though.
Yeah. Coach, hold on. I hear a whole heap of voices. This is a mistake, right? I'm not talking. But that's why. Did Boza score a goal today and has the lead?
No, it was a offside goal.
Yeah, the Boza fans them not easy, all offside goal them mention.
Because coach is important that we get the facts. Because I was going to ask if the goal size is different in the Belgian league.
I started the start of the first one,
maybe the goal moves like the coach have an automatic thing when he can move the goal to catch the ball, like a video game. But now I hear that it's good. Offside goal.
No, it was a disallowed goal. It's not offside, disallowed.
I never heard a disallowed goal before.
So it must be offside.
But at least it went to the back of the net, which.
And they took it out. They didn't give it
out.
I don't want Boza to become the next Hector. So I think we should get off Boza's back and allow Boza to go in the Belgian league and perform well, and hopefully he will do well in the qualifiers. I beat up Boza too much. It's time to leave Boza. No, we're beating up too much.
What you have not done, coach, is you have not given the result of the poll last night as to who the public think was the worst player for Jamaica.
I gave the result.
You gave the results.
Give the numbers, please.
People, don't gotta visit that again.
Once we press no cataract, once we press end the poll, it come in on the chat and show the result.
Oh, I didn't catch it in the chat. But I just want to make sure that my views was aligned with the views of the majority of the Jamaican public, that Shamar Nichols was the worst player on the Jamaican team. Sorry, O'Neal Fisher. You didn't get to win. May I forward off this brother? Yes, Balaker, you can forward off because you're not a man enough to come on the program. Are you now?
Balaker, we need you, Balaker. You're an imperative. We need you. We have never heard from you, Balaker, and you have a lot of comments. I know your typewriter is working. So we want your voice to be heard.
No stand cranky. Balaker, we have men on this program.
No. I'm not going to denigrate Balaker. I don't know Balaker. He called me foo-fool. I'm not sure what that means. I thought it was French at one point. But then I realized it probably was that I'm double foolish. So I do want Balaker to come here and debate with us and express his perspective.
So God bless you. Say cataract come off you. Don't depend no.
Big up yourself, Simon Latham. Simon Latham, are you one of the Aston Villa fan?
Daniel Johnson are the worst player on the team. Coach, when I get to this virus here. God bless
yes, coach. One of the few Villa fans in the chat.
Yeah, man. Big up, people.
Yeah, big up Simon Latham. Big up the whole Birmingham.
Gentlemen, and viewers out there. Unfortunately, the show has to end right now. Unfortunately, the show has to end right now. Do apologize for the sudden end of the show, but it has to end right now.
Has the Prime Minister put a curfew?
No, something of importance right now.
Okay, my brother.
Something come up. I have to end the show. Sorry about that.
All right, coach.
We'll definitely continue tomorrow night. In the early morning also for the track and field people will be out for the race, the finals and the semi-finals of the men 100 meter. Definitely we have to close off the show. I apologize again. I don't think I can tell you why, but I have to end it. Thanks again, people, for tuning into the show. Really appreciate the support. Thanks again for the new subscribers. Big up on yourself, people. Like I normally say, peace out.